fortitude and resiliency to fight through fatigue. You know, you talk about the last 2 minutes. I kind of look at, well, how did we lose that 20-point lead? And everything happened way before then. And I think we always have, we all do. I do too, recency bias. So what happened in the last 30 seconds? It's like, how did you lose that 20-point lead? So I'd say it was coaching decisions, player decisions, and then referee decisions. And we
series. And, you know, can't sugarcoat anything. I need to be better. And, you know, I expect to be a lot better.
Well, they go at it in New York tomorrow. And Golden State and Minnesota now tied one aside. Minnesota winning last night to level that series. Of course, the Warriors right now are dealing with life without Steph Curry. He's dealing with a hamstring strain. They say it's about a week at least that he'll be out. So that's likely 2 more games as they see now shifts to Golden State for games 3 and 4 in that series. Well, the Cavaliers getting ready to take on the Pacers, trailing 2-0 in this series. And boy, Ty Jerome has just not been the guy we saw in the regular season. He had a 1-for-14 shooting night the other night, but he says he has not lost his confidence.
It's helped me every step of the way. Middle school, high school, college. You know, after I lost to a 16 seed, you know, after I was traded and waived and traded again. If you're in this, you're going to go through a ton of adversity. If you're not going through adversity, you're not doing anything important. So, you know, staying confident through adversity is everything.
And one thing tonight with the Cavs back to their original starting 5, this will put Ty in his regular role off the bench with DeAndre Hunter. Hopefully that will be maybe, I don't know if the word comforting is the case, but more of what he's done throughout this season off the bench for the Cavaliers. But as far as any comfort, the Cavs are going to be in a raucous arena tonight. The Pacers are going to be psyched up. The Cavs know that they're going to have to deal with it. And here's Donovan on that hostile crowd.
No matter what happens, don't get up too high or too low. Understand that, you know, it's easy to say hit first. They may hit first. We have to respond. We may hit first. Still got to keep the lead and respond. So understand that, you know, when they go on a run, it's going to get loud. You know, there's everything's going to be magnified, our mistakes. Understand that keeping your head. Understand that it's going to be a long game, a long 48 minutes. It's what you want. You know, as much as we love playing at home in front of our crowd, you know, I think it's great to play in front of an environment like this, and it's going to be fun.
And I think the proof we have about it being a 48-minute game, we lived it, didn't we, in Game 2? I mean, we really lived it, the fact that it is a full 48 minutes, because for 47 minutes, the Cavaliers certainly really did some special things in that game, led by Donovan Mitchell, but it's a 48-minute game, and that got the Cavs in Game 2. So there's Donovan on tonight. Stay with it all night long. You're locked into the Huntington Tip-Off Show. Coming up, we'll get Donovan's keys to a Cavs win. That's straight ahead on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, it's Bill Wills with Rich Claiborne of the Claiborne Auto Stores. Rich, Ford assembles more vehicles and employs more hourly workers in the U.S. than any other automaker.
Bill, Ford is America's automaker.
Wow, it really is about the people, right?
Ford's heritage dates back to over 120 years, Claiborne's over 50 years. The foundation of both, people who are proud to build, sell, and service Ford vehicles and keep America running.
Now that's commitment. Claiborne Ford Lincoln, Route 59, Kent.
Brian Brandon Adams. Roll with the Punches Tour 2025. A night full of hits. Live at Rocket Arena, Saturday, November 1st. With special guests Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com.
Cavs and Pacers on the floor. Darius Garland out there getting warmed up. He's in the starting lineup tonight. So is Evan Mobley. That is certainly good news for the Cavaliers as we take a look at our Toyota Keys to the Game, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. For the keys, we go to Donovan Mitchell.
I think the biggest thing is just having the focus on the little details, whether that's a deny, it's a coverage, it's a missed box out. There's all these little things that I think play into that, and it's easy to do it for 2 quarters or 2 stretches, but continuing to do it for 48 minutes, that's the biggest key.
And one thing that's been interesting today, I know that early this morning the Cavs were a 2-point favorite, but right now the odds makers make them a 5.5-point favorite with the return. I think the sense was that these guys would give it a go, and they are tonight. How effective they will be, we are about to find out, as that does it for tonight's Huntington Tip-Off Show. Now, I'll be back at the half for the McDonald's halftime report. Brad Sellers will be with me then, and then, of course, with me on the Cavaliers postgame show, and we'll hear from Kenny Atkinson, Donovan, Darius, Evan, and company. That'll be following the game, hopefully talking about a Cavs win in Game 3. And you can always text us your thoughts, comments, and questions throughout the game and postgame show at 216-440-9566. The Cavs and Pacers, Game 3 is straight ahead on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Mr. Hero's ringing in their 60th birthday with a celebration you can't afford to miss. Right now, get any waffle doodle for only $4.25. Choose from the classic chicken and bacon, the BLTE, made with bacon, lettuce, tomato, and a home-style egg, or the Nashville Hot, if you can handle the heat, all made with authentic Belgian waffles. That's any waffle doodle for just $4.25. Available at participating locations.
Waffle doodle this, waffle doodle that. Want some good food, a waffle doodle where it's at.
Bet on all the action with the Caesars Sportsbook app. Every bet you place turns into more earnings with Caesars Rewards. Get incredible perks like dining, show tickets, and hotel stays. You can also use your reward credits to bet. Download the app, place your wagers, and start earning more right now. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your community is more important than ever. And with immunizations at Discount Drug Mart, they're as quick and easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, fill out a short, simple form. You can even do it online. Step 2, stop in and see your friendly pharmacist at your neighborhood Drug Mart pharmacy for flu, shingles, and many other vaccines. You can be in and out quickly and safely. Step 3, you're out the door and heading back home. Simple as that. Discount Drug Mart is your immunization destination.
Hey, Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Let him know, babe. Let him know.
Garland around Allen. Garland into the lane. Floats. Automatic. Strus. Right wing 3. Got it.
I like it, Strus.
Allen with a steal to the other end. Pow! Snakes.
What did you say?
Mobley blocked the shot. Holy Mobley.
Oh, my.
3-on-2. Mitchell in the middle. Mitchell with the fake. Pow with 2 hands and a foul to go with it.
How do you like that?
The Huntington Tip-Off Show was presented by Huntington, home of early pay. It's your money, so stop playing the waiting game. More at huntington.com/yourmoney. Up next, it's Cavaliers basketball, brought to you locally by Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and by Toyota. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. This is 100.7 WMMS, Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Time now for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. Here to bring you all the action are Tim Alcorn and Jim Jones.
From Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Good Friday evening, everyone, and welcome to Cavaliers playoff basketball along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Tonight, it's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals, and the Cavaliers have their back to the wall as they come to Indiana, trailing in this series 2-0. Game 3, pretty much a must-win for the Cavaliers tonight, with Game 4 also at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Sunday evening. Great to have you with us on this Friday night. Tim Alcorn along with Jim Jones, and we will be hearing from Serena winners throughout the ball game. But Jim, here we go. And listen, it's a cliche, but this is a must-win for the Cavaliers. No team in NBA history, and 157 have tried, have ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. But the great news for the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and DeAndre Hunter all back tonight.
And Tim, you know what that means? That means that you just increased your skill set. You solidified and improved your rotations and your combinations that have helped us all through the season, that have given teams like Indiana trouble. But it also gives you two solid defenders. Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year, and then you add Hunter. Now you've got a better chance to defend this up and down play that you're getting from the Pacers.
Jim, when you and I saw each other on the plane yesterday, you looked at me, you said, Tim, I didn't sleep at all Tuesday
I didn't.
night.
I just couldn't sleep, Tim.
But my question is, for players, a loss like that, how do they bounce back mentally, especially in what's going to be a hostile environment tonight at Cambridge?
Sleepless nights. I mean, they're having the same anxieties that I had, but Tim, they get over it quickly because they go to practice the next day, and their mindset, they understand what's at stake, and what's at stake is your season. So you've got to leave it out there on the floor. If it's a fist fight or whatever, Tim, or you get exhausted, let it all happen. The Cavaliers are good enough to win this game in this building now that they've added all three of those players.
We've talked throughout the year about the growth of this Cavalier team,
Yes.
from where they were 2 years ago in the series against the Knicks, and then last year making it to the Eastern Conference semifinals. How much do they rely on that experience tonight to take them through what's going to be a tough environment here at Cambridge?
Well, it's an understanding of what it takes, and they're going to have to leave it out there, Tim. The problem that we've been having is trying to defend against Nembhard, Naismith, and Haliburton. When they do that 5 out, and then they do that high dribble screen, they play it perfectly. If we double team or switch, then they find the open man, and the open man has been Naismith. So we have to play that better. If we play that better, half of our problems will go away.
Jim Kenny Atkinson said after the game on Tuesday, and it was an excruciating loss, but
Yes.
he said, we found something.
Yeah, I know what he found.
Oh, well, then let's share it with our listeners. What do you think Kenny found?
He found that basically what they're playing is 3-guard front. He's also seeing that they're double teaming, boxing one, and we call it traditionally, Mitchell. They're trying to wear him down. Now, when you put Garland out there, that changes everything. They can't double team because he's just as good a shooter as Mitchell. So they have to go to something else. On the defensive side for us, it gives us a matchup that we can live with. Guard against guard, guard against guard. And I just think that right now, Tim, the Cavs just have to play. This has nothing to do with X's and O's and skill set. It's all about will. You score on me, I'm going to score on you. You block my shot, I'm going to block yours. This is a game of wills, and this is what the playoffs always come down to.
Final question before we take the break. Jim, we talked about how the Cavs bounced back from Tuesday night mentally. Flip side, to see those three in uniform on the floor tonight, how does that boost the spirits of the Cavaliers?
Tremendously, Tim, because all three of those guys are leaders in their own way, and they also can produce, and that's what Kenny needed. He needed some extra production, especially in that fourth quarter, where fatigue was a factor, and he had his second-tier players out there against their starting five. That was their advantage. Now we can match that advantage.
Here we go. Cavaliers, Indiana Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Cavs desperately needing a victory tonight. Will they get it? Well, we'll bring you the starting lineups and the opening tip after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied-to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
It's a Back Up the Buzzard graduation weekend.
Songs from each year, each hour, all weekend.
Let's play some Cavaliers playoff basketball. Tonight, it's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Cavaliers in Indiana to take on the Pacers. And tonight's Cavs-Pacers matchup along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse is being brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavaliers. By Huntington, home of asterisk-free checking. More at huntington.com/yourmoney. By McDonald's, your change at McDonald's can help families with children who are ill just round up. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's a look at the Cleveland Clinic inactive roster report. Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The great news tonight for the Cavaliers: nobody is listed on that inactive report. Everybody is suited up and ready to go for the Cavaliers. So with that, a look at our Huntington starting lineups brought to you by Huntington. For the Indiana Pacers, who lead this series 2 games to none. Tyrese Haliburton, 6'5", fifth year out of Iowa State in the playoffs, averaging over 18 points and 9 assists per ball game. Andrew Nembhard in the starting lineup, third-year player out of Gonzaga, 6'4", postseason play, 10 points per game. That's down from 15.9 during the regular season. Aaron Nesmith in the starting lineup, fifth-year player out of Vanderbilt, 6'6", averaging 12 points per game in postseason basketball. Pascal Siakam at forward, 6'8", ninth-year player out of New Mexico State, three-time All-Star, averaging over 20 points per game in postseason. And in the middle, it'll be Miles Turner. Turner in his 10th year out of Texas, 6'11". Playoff basketball, 17 points and 6 rebounds per ball game. Starting 5 for the Cavaliers. At guard, he's back. Darius Garland, 6th year out of Vanderbilt, 6'1". In 2 games in the playoffs, 24 points and 7 assists per game. The other guard, Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell, 8th year player out of Louisville, 6'3". Postseason basketball, 29.3 per game, along with 5 assists. At forward, Max Strus. Strus, 6th year out of DePaul, 2nd year with the Cavs, 6'5", 12.5 points, 5 rebounds, just under 4 assists per game in the playoffs. The other forward, great to have him back, Evan Mobley, 4th-year player out of USC, 6'11", in the playoffs, 17.7 rebounds per game. And in the middle, the big guy out of Texas, 7 feet tall in his 8th year, Jared Allen, having a tremendous postseason, 15.2 points and just under 10 rebounds per game. That's the Huntington starting lineup for the Cavaliers. All right, Jim, Cavaliers in a must-win scenario tonight, where they will fall behind in this series 3-0. So let's talk about how they can get a win here at Gainbridge. It's our Rocket Built for Success, presented by Rocket. Own the dream.
Carlisle is old school, Tim. And that being said, he wants to get the crowd behind him. I've seen 3 of his guys do wind sprints back and forth. They want to get off to a fast start, Tim, to get the crowd behind them and hope that gives them an advantage. The Cavaliers have to be ready to run, and they can run themselves because the Cavs are an exceptional running team. The first 6 minutes, Tim, of this first quarter, are very important because it's going to set the tone for the game.
Great stuff from Jim Jones as we settle in with on-site engineer Alan Benjamin here at Gainbridge. Of course, down on the floor, Serena Winters, and we'll hear from Serena as the evening moves along. You know, the Cavs joined Trusted Sec to support Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger campaign. $1 provides 3 meals. Visit Cavs.com/food drive to support the Cavs food drive and fight hunger. 3 officials working tonight's ball game. Veteran officials. Our crew chief in his 27th year is Mark Davis. On the floor with Mark Davis tonight in his 15th year, Josh Tibbin. And the third official, another 27-year veteran, is Bill Kennedy. The alternate tonight is Brent Barnaky. And there's only one official in the replay center back in Secaucus, and that is Curtis Blair. Cavs take the floor in their blacks. Black shirts, black shorts, wine letters and numbers with the wine and gold C on the front of the jersey. Indiana's in their whites, white shirts, white shorts with the dark blue letters and numbers. The 2 big guys from Texas, Jared Allen and Miles Turner, meet in the center circle. We're just about ready to get this one underway. Cavs will go right to left here in the first half. They'll venture towards the Pacer bench. Indiana will go left to right.
Tim, I put my odds on Jared Allen today. I just think he's going to have an outstanding night. Now he's got support on the defensive end. I look for him to score some points and get some rebounds tonight.
Mark Davis steps in. Jared controls the tip to Mobley. And we're underway as Mobley dropped it off to Garland. Garland heads to the forecourt. DG comes right down the lane, feeds to Allen. Right wing Strus. 3-ball Max. Got it.
That dribble penetration, Tim, that only Garland can do.
So the Cavs on their first possession of the night drain a 3-ball as Indiana heads to the other end. Haliburton out front to Pascal Siakam. Siakam at the base of the center circle. Again, Pacers going left to right, heading towards the Cavs bench. Haliburton now has it on the left side, draws Allen on a switch, heads to the baseline. Banks missed. Mobley had the rebound, bobbled it, but it's scooped up by Garland. Garland crosses the half-court line. Boy, it's great to see him back on the floor. Down the left side to Strus. Strus left wing to Mobley. Mobley pushed out in between the circles. Hands off to Mitchell. Back to Evan. Bobbled it. Ball poked out to Siakam. And here comes Indiana to the other end. On the left wing, Neesmith drops it down low. Siakam against Mitchell. Spins to the baseline. Turnaround no good. Rebound Allen. Quickly to Donovan Mitchell.
Fast-paced, Tim.
Strus stops. 3. That one's too strong. Long rebound. Strus tracked it down right side to Garland. Garland right in front of the Indiana bench. Gave it at the half-court line to Donovan Mitchell. 7 on the shot clock. Cavs up 3-0. Here's Mitchell on a crossover. Left wing Mobley. Evan with 1 on the clock. Into the lane. Put it up. Nobody got hacked. And so Evan Mobley is shooting 2 free throws.
Tim, with Garland bringing the ball up, Donovan, they can't leave. It's going to leave some openings for guys like Mobley and the big fella Jared Allen can get to the rim. I just think the adding of Garland was so crucial to this game.
Mobley's first free throw is right on the mark. Evan Mobley had a good game one. He had 20 and 10 in the first game. Of course, rolled that ankle and missed the second game. Back tonight, Jim, it looks like he's running up and down the floor pretty well.
Yeah, he looks well, Tim. I've seen no hesitation at all.
Mobley's second is short. Rebound back to Mobley under to Allen. Pow! Well, Evan Mobley couldn't convert on the second, but the ball ricocheted back to him, and Jared's got a dunk, and the Pacers want a timeout. Well, the Cavaliers have silenced this crowd somewhat. There's a long way to go, but 6-0 Cavs, 10:26 to go first quarter on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Eric Clapton. September 11th. Rocket Arena. With special guest, the Wallflowers. Tickets are on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Eric Clapton.
Your summer starts here in a new Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. May 8th through June 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.99 on a RAV4 Hybrid, excludes plug-ins, or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $329 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Mitchell, left of the lane, Euro step, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, 5!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another 3. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs. Good start for the Cavaliers. 10:26 to go first quarter. They have jumped out to a 6-0 lead. Courtside, Serena. She poked her head in that Cavs huddle. What was being said?
And Tim, it was all about defense, and it was specific. Kenny Atkinson said, hey, keep jamming these guys. It was left, right, great no middle in the post. Great physicality on Haliburton. Great job trying to force him left, right. It's all the little stuff. They preached it all week at practice. They preached it this morning at shoot-around. Kenny Atkinson very pleased with the defensive effort here, Tim.
Terrific. Serena Winters courtside. Great job. She'll be there all night long. She was terrific in the first 2 games in Cleveland, and great insights out of the first time out here tonight. Jim, what have you seen?
It's all about their defense, Tim, and that's what Kenny saw. He saw that anytime any of those 3 guys I mentioned out front, anytime that they're going to do dribble penetration, get up on them, force them, but you got to have the support in the rear. And that's what Kenny's talking about, paying attention, being ready to help dribble penetration.
6-0. Cavaliers on top, 10:26 to go. By the way, without getting too deep into the weeds, on-site engineer Alan Benjamin deserves an inordinate amount of credit tonight for making things happen here at Gainbridge Arena.
Yes, he did.
Thank you, Alan Benjamin. He's moved up the list as far as our favorite road engineers. Off the timeout, shot put up, no good by Nembhard. It went out of bounds, and it went off the Pacers.
Every rebound, Tim, you saw what happened there. Cavs picked him up 3/4 court.
Cavs to the other end, same unit that started. 2 minutes off the clock. Cavs up 6-0. Garland fakes a 3. Left wing to Strus. Max with contact. Drive. Scores off the glass. Max Strus with a quick 5 to start. And the Cavaliers have an 8-0 lead.
Took Naismith right off the dribble, Tim.
Here's Andrew Nembhard, right side of the forecourt. Comes around a screen from Turner. Nimhart fires right side to Haliburton. Haliburton running the lane. Shot! Blocked by Mobley! Holy Mobley! Welcome back, Evan. Garland at the other end. Right wing to Mitchell. Bounce in the right corner to Strus. 3. Bullseye! And the lead is 11-0. Max Strus hits the 3. It all started with the Evan Mobley rejection. And this crowd is quiet. Turner in the lane, banged into Garland, and a foul will be called on DG.
And Tim, that's what I'm talking about, that in the paint support. Even if it comes from your guards, you can expect that on dribble penetration. Cavs are trying to close those gaps, those opportunities that the Pacers got in the first and second game, trying to minimize those opportunities on dribble drive.
So here's Miles Turner looking to put Indiana on the board, and he does. Miles Turner, 13 points, 12 rebounds in game 1, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks in game 2. And he is a shot blocking machine as he hits the second. So
Three-quarter court, Tim. Look, they want to pick up 2.
Cavs lead 11-2. Pacers still without a field goal. Garland on the left side. Garland in between the circles. Garland into the lane. Left side to Mobley, and the pass went off his leg out of bounds.
Mobley's got to be ready for that, Tim. That's the second one he's bumbled, that he could have had an open shot and maybe a layup on the one in the paint. Keep those thumbs up.
Cavs with pressure. Haliburton down the right side to Siakam. Siakam runs the baseline, dribbles to the left wing, picked up by Allen on a switch. Siakam into the paint. Out front, Turner fakes a 3. Turner running the lane, bangs into Jared Allen, and we've got a blocking foul.
That was an offensive foul, and he led with his forearm, Tim.
Jared Allen helped up by Mitchell and Garland. That'll put Miles Turner back at the free throw line. Well, wherever you may be listening tonight, whether it's on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audioverse, on satellite, who knows? But we want to hear from you. Yep, the text lines are open. Text in 216-440-9566. 216-440-9566. We'd love to hear from you. Keep in mind, standard message and data rates will apply as Miles Turner hits the first. Turner in the playoffs, 84% from the free throw line, and he's now 4 of 4 tonight.
Full court pressure again by the Pacers.
Mobley into Garland. Oh, it feels great to say that. Here comes Garland in the forecourt. Garland gave it to Allen. Allen against Turner. Allen into the lane. Hooks, left it short. Rebound Siakam. Ahead to Andrew Nimhart. 11-4. Indiana with 4 straight after the Cavs jumped out to that 11-0 lead. Siakam, top side to Nimhart. Nimhart draws Allen on a switch. Nimhart left to the key, now backs up behind the arc, swings it right side. Siakam with a 3. No. Rebound Allen. So Indy still without a field goal. Allen ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell works his way left to the lane, up to the left hand. No. Rebound Allen. Hook. Scores. Offensive rebound. Jared Allen in the putback.
Second chance points, Tim. They count.
13-4. Under 8 to go here in the first. Here's Haliburton. Run of the lane. Feeds it underneath. Shot put up and deflected by Mobley. Evan's been huge at the defensive end. Mitchell left wing. 3-ball. Bullseye! Donovan Mitchell, his first points of the night. Cavaliers up a dozen, 16-4.
Points off turnovers.
Nimhart, left wing. Siakam got it down low to Turner, and Mobley fouled Turner. Well, Miles Turner has all 4 Pacer points from the free throw line, and he'll try for 5 and 6.
You're all over it, Tim. And why has he been available? Because they're making sure that the guard penetration is not going to be a factor tonight. So they've got their bigs rotating and filling in gaps that the Pacers had the other night, and they were able to penetrate. I love it.
And there's a miss from Miles Turner.
You can't stop everything, Tim, but you got to stop the things that need to be stopped. And the Cavs have done that early.
Indiana 0 of 6 from the field. Jim, it goes back to what you have said so many times. You get to postseason basketball, teams will take away your first option.
And that's what they've done. You're all over it, partner.
Second free throw good from Miles Turner. He's 5 of 6 from the line, has all 5 Pacer points. Cavs up 11, 16-5, 7:20 to go first quarter. Here's Mitchell in the center circle. Donovan around an Allen screen to the right wing. Spins on Haliburton into the lane. Muscled it up. Good at a foul. Oh, my. A magical move from Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell looking for an and one. Donovan Mitchell took it into the tall timber and somehow spun and banked it home after the contact.
He sets the tone, Tim. He's just a 6'2" guard, but he sets the tone for us physically, too. That was a physical move.
Now the Cavaliers back to their normal rotation as Hunter checks in. Ty Jerome checks in. Mobley sits down. And Garland takes the seat. Donovan Mitchell, he's had games of 33 and 48 against the Pacers. Free throw, good. 19-5.
I like it. Cavaliers, Tim, the aggressor.
Here's T.J. McConnell, who's checked in. He comes around Jerome. Jerome bumped him, and the foul will be on Ty Jerome.
That's all right. You got to take the one to let him know that it's not going to be easy walking through that paint. And that's what this McConnell does, Tim. He gives them confidence, and he's the leader of that second group.
Siakam sits down as Obi Toppin now checks in. Cavs by 14 with 7:05 to go. Here in quarter number one. A must-win scenario for the Cavaliers. McConnell comes under the basket, reverse layup. No, as Allen defended. Rebound DeAndre Hunter quickly to Mitchell. Donovan with a stutter step left of the lane. Drives, got it, blocked. Getting back was Miles Turner, and here comes Indiana to the other end. McConnell behind him to Turner. 3-ball Miles, good.
Yep.
Timeout Cavs. First field goal of the night for Indiana. Turner with the block, and then trailing the play, got the pass, drained to 3, 19-8. Cavs by 11, 6:41 to go first quarter at the Gainbridge Center here in Indianapolis. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
At Cleveland Clinic, bettering lives is what you live for. You treat setbacks as a chance to come back stronger. You search for solutions inside and out. And you create new ways to keep moving forward. Because managing a condition is a win worth celebrating. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Your summer starts here in a go-anywhere, do-anything Toyota truck. Now through June 2nd, get 2.99 APR financing or up to $3,000 customer cash on a powerful new 25 Tundra. Depending on model, excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a rugged new 25 Tacoma SR for just $289 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives. From the cars we drive to transformers powering our homes, Cliff Steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is setting a new standard for what it means to be a steel company by producing the highest quality product and championing the best practices for the industry, the environment, and for their people. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
The late shot, blocked by Mobley. Holy Mobley, welcome back, Evan. Garland at the other end, right wing to Mitchell, bounce in the right corner to Strus. 3, bullseye. Bullseye! And the lead is 11-0. Mitchell works his way left to the lane, up to the left hand. No. Rebound, Allen. Hook. Scores! Offensive rebound, Jared Allen in the putback.
Second chance points, Tim. They count.
13-4. Under 8 to go here in the first. Mitchell, left wing. 3-ball. Bullseye! Donovan Mitchell, his first points of the night. Cavaliers up a dozen, 16-4.
Points off turnovers.
6:41 to go, first quarter. Cavaliers with an 11-point lead, 19-8. They're on top of Indiana here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones, and of course throughout the ball game we're going to hear from Serena Winters. Serena did fabulous work all season long on the television side for FanDuel, and she now joins us for the remainder of the playoffs. So let's hope that Serena's going to be around for a long while, working with yours truly and Jim Jones. Off the timeout from Kenny Atkinson. Cavs with the basketball. Ty Jerome through the center circle. Lob out front to Allen. Allen gives it right back to Jerome. Jerome in the lane to Allen. Hesitates, put it up. No, and he got fouled on the play. That's a late whistle. So Jared Allen heading to the free throw line, and as he walks to the stripe, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio first.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
An iHeartRadio station. Your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
MMS.
Jared Allen just missed his first free throw in the playoffs. Before that miss, Jared was 23 of 23 from the line. But that one was too long.
But Tim,
Allen will now shoot the second.
And I tell you what, he's going to have an outstanding game. Now that Derek Garland is back in the game, watch his point production and his activity.
Allen splits the pair. He's now 24 of 25. My Lorain County Community College math tells me that's 96%. McConnell at the other end missed the layup. And then back in the game, Haliburton swatted the rebound into the Cavaliers bench.
That's right. And you know what he's trying to do? McConnell's trying to get him open, Tim. But the Cavs are playing very aggressive on McConnell.
Garland back in for the Cavaliers. They're up by 12, 20-8. Garland, left wing three. Bang!
I love it.
DG has missed the last 4 playoff games. But there's a 3-ball to give the Cavs a 15-point lead at 23-8. Out front, Miles Turner against Allen. Turner on the handoff to Haliburton. Haliburton draws Allen on a switch. Haliburton, top of the key, throws it down low to Turner. Turn, shoots, and hits. Well, I'm not sure where Indiana would be without Miles Turner. I know they'd be scoreless.
But, Tim, I do know this, too. The other guys aren't scoring.
Yep.
And that weighs on you when you're not scoring in a game of this importance.
Jerome, run of the lane, stop, shoots, and hits. And boy, did Ty Jerome need that. Coming off a 2-point game in game 2. Leads back to 15 at 25-10. McConnell throws it down low to Toppin. Toppin was being held on to by DG. Toppin with a circus shot up that went in. The foul will be before the shot, but Cavaliers are over the limit, so Toppin will shoot 2 free throws.
Yes. But what you're seeing also, the Cavs bigs picking up the Pacers guards out in 3-point range. They're not going to allow them to do what they want to do. That's why our smaller players have been forced to guard the bigger players down low. I have no problem with that because that 3-guard front temp that I mentioned in the open, that's the thing that's been giving us a problem. How do we match up against them? How do we defend them? And I think Kenny has answered that.
Toppin has had 2 games of 7 in the playoffs. Or in the series against the Cavs. He hits those 2 free throws to make it 25-12. Here's Garland, left of the lane, down the lane, fires out front, Hunter, 3-ball. Nope. Rebound grab by Obi Toppin. Good look for DeAndre, just couldn't connect. Here's Haliburton to the other end, feeds in the lane to McConnell, shoots it right corner. Benedict Mathurin, wide open 3. Got it. Mathurin with a corner 3-ball. And the Cavs lead is 10, 25-15. Here's Jerome into the lane, floats, missed, rebound Mobley, hooks, missed. Rebound, tracked down by McConnell on the baseline. Spins away from Jerome. McConnell quickly to the forecourt. Lob down low to Turner. Bounce and scores. Miles Turner has 12 first quarter points. Cavs lead is down to 8. Garland at the half-court line. Feeds it to Dean Wade, now in for the Cavs. Wade on the handoff to Ty Jerome. Jerome in front of the scorer's table. Works out of that double team. Comes to the baseline underneath the basket. Jerome, 3 on the clock. And he just lost it out of bounds. Jerome just lost a dribble over on the near sideline. Ball goes back to the Pacers. And this crowd starting to get revved up.
And against an aggressive defense, look to pass and cut. Ball movement, player movement.
Pacers with the ball. Cavs with an 8-point lead. Mathurin another 3, and he hits that one. Mathurin, basically the exact same spot, corner 3. And the Cavs lead is down to 5 at 25-20. 10 straight by Indiana. Here's Garland left of the lane. Shoots it out front to Jerome. Right corner to Wade. Wade, one of the lane. Top side Mobley. 3-ball Evan. Got it!
I like it. Showed poise and patience, Tim.
Evan Mobley. First field goal of the ball game. Quiets the crowd somewhat. 28-20. Cavs by 8. Pacers to the other end. Here's Haliburton. Haliburton left in the lane. Shot puts it up and in. First 2 points for Haliburton. Cavs by 6, 28-22. Mobley up the right side. Evan into the paint. Evan takes contact. Flipped it up. Rolled it home.
Took him off the dribble.
5 quick points from Evan Mobley. Leads back to 8 at 30-22. 3 minutes to go here in the first. And we've got an offensive foul on Turner as he was setting the screen on DG.
But did you see what Mobley did? He picked up McConnell, Tim. And the Cavs are not going to let their guards be freewheeling tonight. If our bigs have to pick them up, they're going to do that. And the smaller players, you just got to fight. And that's what Garland did and drew the offensive foul.
Sitting down will be Miles Turner as he draws his second foul. Turner already with 12 in the game. 30-22, Cavs by 8. Jerome in the center circle. Ty Jerome works around a Garland screen. Left of the lane, into the lane, put it up, left it short. Rebound McConnell. McConnell for Indiana. Again, Pacers going left to right. Hands it to Haliburton. Shoots it on the baseline to Thomas Bryant now in. Bryant lost it off his leg. Picks it back up. Gives it to Haliburton. Haliburton against Hunter. Haliburton tried an underhand scoop. And it was knocked out of bounds by Dean Wade.
But the Cavaliers converging on dribble penetration. 4 Cavs were in the paint, Tim, clogging it up on dribble penetration. A very aggressive Cavs defense.
Nembhard in, Haliburton out. Nembhard is yet to score. Haliburton with a field goal for 2. Here's McConnell right of the basket. Got it into an open Mathurin. He put it up and banked it home. Mathurin was looking for somebody that wasn't there. He got spooked. 30-24. Cavs lead is 6. Their biggest advantage has been 14. Garland, left wing, unloads a 3. That one's off the back of the rim. Hunter tapped it out front to Jerome. Ty Jerome, run of the lane, over his shoulder to Garland. Fakes the pass, and now backs up to the half-court line. Garland with a stutter step. No look to Mobley. Pow! Oh, what a dish by DG.
What a difference a point guard can make.
32-24. Cavs by 8. At the other end, McConnell leaned into Garland, and a foul will be called on DG. And for Darius Garland, that will be his second foul, or his third on DG. 3 fouls on Garland. And here's McConnell at the free throw line.
Yeah, Kenny's checking. 3.
32-24 Cavs. McConnell first one up, and it rolled in. The Cavs off to a good offensive start. You know, if they get 100 tonight, all fans will receive a $2 large fry from McDonald's. And if the Cavs score 120, that McDonald's fry turns into a free large fry with no purchase necessary. Download the McDonald's app to receive this offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it. McConnell hit them both. First 2 points in the ball game for T.J. McConnell. Cavs lead again is 6. They have led throughout. Here's DeAndre Hunter. Hit by Siakam at the half-court line. Hunter bounces off it, feeds it to Mobley. Mobley on the handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell over his shoulder to Mobley. Mobley in the paint. Banks missed. Hunter tried to follow. Missed. Ball loose. Wade scooped it up. Right wing. Jerome. Three. No. Rebound Hunter. Hunter in the paint. And it got knocked out of his hands, out of bounds.
Second and third shot opportunities. The Cavs open the game like this, Tim. Second chance opportunities. I love it.
12 to shoot for the Cavaliers. They're up 32-26. Donovan Mitchell already with 6 in the game. And now what do we got? A foul before the ball was inbounded.
Siakam.
So Pascal Siakam draws that foul.
Yes, he did. He was literally holding it, Tim.
And so that'll put Mitchell at the free throw line. And as you get a free throw, if the foul is committed before the ball is inbounded. So Donovan Mitchell has a chance to get a gimme here for the Cavaliers. Line left. Donovan all by himself. Sends it up. Missed it. Mitchell, during the regular season, was 82% at the line. That number has dipped in the playoffs.
Yeah, he struggled a little, Tim.
It's down to 75. Mitchell again will try the inbound. Left corner to DeAndre Hunter. Right back to Donovan. And he got it knocked out of his hands. Got it back. Got it knocked out of his hands again. And here come the Pacers. Up the left side, T.J. McConnell to the foul line. Jumper, air ball. Rebound grab by Ty Jerome. 1:06 to go in the quarter. Jerome to the other end for the Cavs. Jerome into the lane, feeds Hunter or Mobley underneath, and Evan had it knocked out of his hands.
Third fumble by Mobley, Tim. When it hits your hands, you got to do something with it.
Turnover gives it back to Indiana. They've closed the gap, 32-26. Here's Benedict Mathurin. Top side to Siakam. Left wing to Nembhard. Steps into the corner, lets it fly, and drained it for a 3-ball. And that Cavs lead is down to 3. 32-29. 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Donovan Mitchell out front. Mitchell feeds Jerome. Baseline shot, hung on the rim and fell off. Boy, Ty has just gone stone cold. Mathurin at the other end. Missed the 3. Rebound out of bounds off McConnell. Indiana's on a 19-7 run.
And Tim, it all started when McConnell came in the game. He got them organized. He became a scoring threat, and it opened up everybody else.
Well, DG, with those 3 fouls, will check back in. Obviously, the Cavs are going to try to run it all the way down for the final shot of the quarter. So Kenny Atkinson's thought process is we won't put him in a defensive scenario where he could draw that 4th.
Yeah, they got McConnell out of there. We were hoping they kept him in there, Tim, against Darius.
Cavaliers getting offense on the floor. They can't run it all the way out. There's about a 3.5-second differential. Cavaliers with Garland, Mitchell, Strus, Hunter, and Mobley. Here's Garland, guarded by Ben Shepherd, who checked in for McConnell. Cavs by 3. 15 seconds to go in the first. Garland around a Mobley screen. Garland hesitates. Garland, over to the circle. Jumper. Nope. Rebound grab by Thomas Bryant. 6 on the clock. Got it ahead to Nembhard. Nembhard, right side Shepherd. His 3. Good. With 1 second to go. Garland with a 3/4 court shot off the backboard. That ends the first quarter. And now Cambridge Fieldhouse is making noise. Why? Well, the Pacers wiped out a 14-point deficit. Came all the way back to tie it, 32-32. Cavs and Pacers knotted up at the end of 1 on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a daring slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game with more than 1,700 colors. Your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has got you covered with the very best paint. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with One Plus, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills. The BPC presents the Queens, 4 Legends, One Stage Tour. Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills. The Queens, 4 Legends, One Stage. October 5th at Rocket Arena. Tickets available at SeatGeek.
Alan Cox. Would you like to throw a ball at my head? Afternoons at 2 on WMMS.
Cavaliers at one point were up 25-10. They had a 15-point lead, but Indiana closes out the first quarter by rallying all the way back to tie this game at 32. Cambridge Fieldhouse here in Indianapolis. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. And right now we're going to go courtside. Serena Winters at her head of that Cavaliers huddle. Serena, what was Kenny talking about?
Well, hey, Tim, first just want to say that one thing that Donovan said this morning was don't get too high, don't get too low, no matter who throws that first punch. And look, the Cavs threw the first punch in this game, right up by as many as 14. But then having to stay calm, that's the important thing during that Indy run. And what did Donovan say first thing in that timeout? What was that message? Hey, guys, we're good. What did Kenny say? Hey, they threw that punch. Let's just keep sustaining.
Exactly, Serena. You're all over it. This becomes a game of willpower, Tim. Who can execute?
It'll be Indiana basketball to start the second quarter of play. They have never led in the ball game. As T.J. McConnell throws it down the floor to Siakam. 32-32, Cavs and Pacers. McConnell into the paint, threw it out front, deflection. Here comes Dean Wade on the handoff to Mitchell. Donovan strong to the basket, put it up and in off the glass.
I like it. Turnovers to points, Tim. That's a rallying cry for your defense.
Cavs regain the lead, 34-32. Nembhard shoots it left side to Mathurin. Gave it on the wing to T.J. McConnell. McConnell against Sam Merrill, now in for the Cavs. McConnell into the paint, shot on Merrill, missed, rebound Wade. Wade on the handoff to Mitchell. So you've got Merrill, Mitchell, Hunter, Wade, and Mobley. Here's Mitchell, 3-ball, too strong, rebound, tapped out front, Siakam down the floor to Mathurin, and Mitchell fouled him from behind. Donovan Mitchell picks up that foul. Rick Carlisle heads to the half-court line. He may be asking about clear path as Mitchell was trailing the play.
Yes, he was, Tim. I like the strategy. Don't give him anything easy. But he had lost the ball, Tim, when he was grabbed. He didn't lose the ball because he was grabbed. He lost it just before he was grabbed.
So they got the foul on Donovan Mitchell, and
they got that right.
Bill Kennedy says just a common foul. So it'll be Mathurin shooting 2. Well, the text lines are open, and man, we are getting inundated with texts. We get them from around the country, around the world. How about Jamal in Melbourne, Australia? I have no clue what day it is or what time it is down in Australia, but Jamal, we appreciate you dialing in. We've got Ferris and Adam both out in California. So they're in the late afternoon out in California. As now, I think Rick Carlisle is perhaps going to challenge this.
The ruling on the floor is a transitional take foul. As per rule, there is doubt as to whether or not that is a clear path foul, and we will review to determine.
It definitely wasn't
not
a clear
challenge.
foul.
They're just going to have a look at this.
Yep. I would too, Tim. It's that important, but He lost the ball, and we have the benefit of replay. Let's look at it again.
So Donovan's trailing the play as we look at it on the Humongotron here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It's Matherin. He fumbled that ball.
That's right.
As Jim said, it slipped right through his hands before Donovan touched him. So that's where it's going to be interesting, because it looks like Matherin, he's dribbling with his left hand, and again, we're describing it for you. He brings the ball up in his left hand, and now Mitchell still hasn't touched him. Does he lose the ball before Donovan grabs him from behind? And now they've just stopped it on the Humongotron. So I think that's what we're looking at. Here we go.
Upon review, it has been determined that there's illegal contact by Mitchell foot to foot.
That's not true.
Prior to the grab.
That's
Therefore, this is a clear path foul.
That's not true.
We see 2 shots. Then we see the ball on the side. Please reset the shot clock to 24, please.
That's not true. I'll fight that in court any day, Tim. What are they looking at?
Wow. He does lose the ball.
He lost it before he even got touched.
So it'll be Matherin, as you heard our crew chief Mark Davis explain. Clear path foul.
And they'll apologize tomorrow.
Well, it's not in the final 2 minutes, so we'll hear nothing further on this. As Matherin hits that first free throw, gets Indiana to within 1 at 34-33.
And that's what Matherin does, Tim. He's an exceptional young scorer. He started for him earlier in the year. Then they found it best to have him coming off the bench.
He's had games of 11 and 19 against the Cavs.
He can score them in a hurry.
The 2 free throws tie the game at 34. Now it's Indiana ball. I mentioned earlier they have never led. Matherin straightaway 3, and they still have never led as he missed it. The rebound simply rolled out of bounds. And now we'll see Indiana pick up with pressure in the backcourt. Wade throws it into Mobley. Mobley will bring it down the floor against Thomas Bryant. I love this aspect of Evans' game. Mobley on the handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell got held, no foul called. Tried to force it underneath. Merrill saved it into Mobley. Mobley down low to Hunter. Hunter banks, scores!
How do you like that cross-court pass?
Great vision. 36-34. Here's Siakam just driving to the basket. Nobody got in his way. And Pascal Siakam has his first 2 points of the ball game. We're tied at 36. 10:25 to go first half. Mitchell to Mobley. Mobley down the lane, up with the left hand and good.
Let it go, Mo.
Evan. Working well. 38-36. He's got 10. Cavs up by 2. At one point they were up 15. Andrew Nembhard, top side to Siakam. Gives it right back to Nembhard. Shoots it left wing to Matherin. Tosses it to Nembhard. 5 on the clock. 4 on the clock. Nembhard with a 3. It's short. Rebound deflects. DeAndre Hunter got it. Tossed it to Merrill. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell ahead to Hunter. Hunter on the left side. Hunter at the 3-point arc. Into the paint. He got bumped. And the foul will be called.
And I like what Hunter's doing, Tim. He's not waiting for someone to give him the ball. He's initiating his own offense off the dribble or catch and shoot. That's what we were missing the first 2 games. We didn't have a player in there that could create his own other than the guys who were playing.
Wade out. Max Strus in. Max had a couple of 3 balls and a 2-point field goal in the first. Here's Mobley on the handoff to Donovan. Hesitates. Shoots at left corner. Strus wide open 3. Perfect! Max Strus, that's his 3rd 3 of the night. Give him 11 points overall. The Cavaliers have a 5-point lead. And now as Indiana comes to the forecourt, a foul on Strus. And that was a long way away from the play.
Oh, my goodness.
So they get Max Strus with the foul. That's his first.
Are they
and again, if you just dialed in, DG back in action tonight, but 3 early fouls. So he's been sitting on the bench for a while. Aside from that, Cavaliers really don't have anybody in foul trouble. But DG does have 3.
Cavs fall back into that zone, Tim, the little matchup zone.
Nimhart into the paint. Lob left corner to Mathurin. Steps into the corner. Three. No. Strus tipped it to Hunter. One and done for the Pacers. Here comes Hunter. Hunter with a hesitation into the lane. He got hit, and a foul will be called. And DeAndre Hunter's heading to the free throw line.
I like it, Tim. Gives you another ball handler, another player that can create his own, which takes pressure off Mitchell and the other guys to find him something. And it puts pressure on that Pacer defense.
DeAndre Hunter, of course, didn't play in Game 2. Had 11 points and 4 rebounds in Game 1. Misses that first free throw. And that's a rare thing in the playoffs for DeAndre Hunter. He was at 93%. Now the Pacers take time. 5-point lead for the Cavs, 41-36. Must-win scenario, down 2-0 to the Pacers. Trying to take care of business on Friday. 9:06 to go, first half of play. We'll take a break on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
Hear that? That's Ralphie, my poodle. And he's happy because he's about to get a piece of cheese. Yeah, there's a pill hiding in that piece of cheese, but Ralphie doesn't seem to mind. Cheese is cheese. I get all his medications at Discount Drug Mart because I know the Drug Mart pharmacy carries only the highest quality, from heartworm and flea to antibiotics and pain meds. And they're all at super low prices. So I can afford that fancy kibble he likes so much. And that makes me as happy as Ralphie. Thanks, Discount Drug Mart.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
100.7 WMMS is your FM home of the Cavs.
Tied at 36, 10:25 to go, first half. Mitchell to Mobley. Mobley down the lane, up in the left hand and good.
Way to go, Mo.
Evan working well, 38-36. He's got 10. Cavs up by 2. Here's Mobley on the handoff to Donovan. Hesitates, shoots at left corner. Strus, wide open 3. Perfect! Max Strus, that's his third 3 of the night. Give him 11 points overall. Cavaliers with a 5-point lead, 41-36. They're on top of Indiana with 9:06 to go first half here at Gingrich Fieldhouse. Tim Elcourt along with Jim Jones. Great to have you with us. Of course, Serena Winters doing tremendous work courtside throughout the night and throughout the playoffs here as part of the Cavaliers Audioverse. Of course, we have Audioverse listeners all around the world. Kurt just telling us that we've got a gentleman that is listening on top of a mountain in Jamaica.
We're not making this up.
He's there as part of the Peace Corps, doing agricultural work. That is phenomenal.
Jamaica
wow. Yes. Hope he's got some Bob Marley music with him. That's phenomenal. And we got Dave in Golden, Colorado, listening in as well. DeAndre Hunter good on the second free throw, so after missing the first, hits the second after the timeout. Cavs by 6. 42-36, 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Mike Snyder at the half. We'll have the McDonald's halftime report. That's coming up at the intermission. We'll have a lot to talk about. Here's Nembhard, top of the three-point arc against Merrill. Nembhard into the heavy traffic, forced up a shot that missed. Rebound grabbed by Strus. Cavs on the run, 3-on-3. Strus up the right side, cross-court left wing Merrill. Quick flick. No. Rebound comes off to Pascal Siakam.
He had a great look, Tim.
Siakam rumbling down the lane, ran into Allen. Boy, that's a late whistle. But, of course, Garrett was the beneficiary of one of those earlier, so can't complain too much. It'll put Siakam at the free throw line.
You know, Tim, the Cavs came back and answered a little bit, but in the new NBA, we're finding out, especially in the 2025 playoffs, that no lead is secure until the end of the game.
Well, we lived that Tuesday night, didn't we?
That's right, and so did Milwaukee, and so did the Celtics. It's that kind of game. Fast-paced, the three-point shot. If you make a three-pointer, good, it's contagious, but you can miss them just as quickly and with the same amount of emphasis.
Oh, my heart aches for those Celtic fans. I mean, it really does. Oh, my. Second free throw missed, but Neesmith went up and tipped it home. Wow. 42-38. Cavs by 4. Strus at the half-court line. Bounce to Allen. Allen gave it right back to Strus on the handoff to Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock. Donovan, right wing. Rainbows a three and an out. Rebound grab by Thomas Bryant. Boy, it looked good. Went halfway down. Here comes McConnell. Bounced down low to Siakam, and he traveled with the basketball.
Yes, he did. Hunter countered, Tim. He recovered and rotated it with to Siakam at the right time.
Well, Rick Carlisle says, let's get Haliburton, Toppin, and Turner all back in.
Yeah, they're trying to find combinations as well. Thing that we didn't talk about is they also have a deep bench.
Cavs by 4, 42-38. If you're just joining us, Cavs scored the first 11 points in the ball game. We're up by 15. Pacers rallied to tie it at 32 at the end of 1. Cavs now by 4 with 7:45 to go in the half. Mitchell around an Allen screen. Mitchell got bumped. Bounced to Allen, went up, got it. Blocked by Turner. Again, he will block shots all night. Neesmith, other end, 3. No. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Boy, Indiana is cold from downtown. Here's Mitchell. Free throw line. Right corner to Merrill. Out front, Strus. Fakes to 3. Back out front to Mitchell. Mitchell, Euro step into the lane. Shot, puts, and scores.
Ball movement, Tim. Ball movement created that opening for Donovan.
Cavs by 6, 44-38. 7:08 to go in the half. Turner, right corner, Neesmith. 3 ball. No. Rebound, DeAndre Hunter. Cavaliers with the lead. DeAndre Hunter. Top of the key. Steps behind the arc. Lets it fly. Missed it. Rebound, Miles Turner. Turner on the handoff behind him to Tyrese Haliburton. And as we come to the forecourt, there's an offensive foul again, an illegal screen.
That's right. Nembhard got bumped by Strus, and then he took it personal, Tim. Cost him a possession.
Josh Tibbin with that call. And again, we've mentioned there's a veteran crew here tonight. Mark Davis, 27th year. Josh Tibbin, 15th year. Bill Kennedy, 27th year. All 3 of them have worked finals games. 34 between them. As Garland's back in with the 3 fouls. So Kenny Atkinson rolling the dice a little bit. DG with 3 fouls. Top of the key. DG left of the lane, up in the left hand, and good!
That's what DG gives him, Tim. And 5-on-5, he can still get to the rim.
Cavs lead back to 8, 46-38. Haliburton on the left side. Haliburton lobs it out front. Turner fakes the 3, shoots the 3, missed the 3. Rebound grab by Evan Mobley.
DG contested it.
Here's Evan Mobley on the high dribble, run of the lane. Comes up, under, no, got it back, gave it to Allen. Shot puts from the free throw line. Oh my, that's outdoor track season. A 15-foot shot put. 6:08 to go, Cavs by 10. Timeout, Pacers. 48-38. Cavaliers up. 6:08 to go in the half. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio.
20 years of Jonas, living the dream tour, performing Nick Solo and the administration, Joe and DNCE, and the Jonas Brothers, Kevin, Nick, and Joe, playing Rocket Arena November 11th, with special guest, the All-American Rejects, the greatest celebration of Jonas ever in one incredible show. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Mitchell, left of the lane, Euro steps, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, my!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another three. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs. Mitchell, free throw line, right corner to Merrill, out front Strus, fakes the three, back out front to Mitchell. Mitchell, Euro step into the lane, shot, puts and scores.
Ball movement, Tim. Ball movement created that opening for Donovan.
Cavs by 6, 44-38. Top of the key, DG left of the lane, up to the left hand, and good!
That's what DG gives him, Tim. At 5-on-5, he can still get to the rim.
Cavs lead back to 8, 46-38. Now that Cavalier lead is 10, 48-38, 6:08 to go first half. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones, courtside Serena Winters. As we see her put the headset on. Serena, what do you have for us?
Well, Tim, Max and Donovan communicating just a ton in the huddle. It reminded me of, I asked Kenny who the vocal leaders have been this week. He said those two guys, he shouted them both out. Max got up out of his seat to tell everybody, look, we have to box out. We have to win the rebound battle. Kenny Atkinson came in that huddle and said, hey, it's the little things, those winning plays that we're seeing on the defensive end, that will win us this basketball game.
Great stuff from Serena. She gets the hustle award tonight. There's no doubt about that. Cavs by 10. Off the timeout, Haliburton in the lane to Miles Turner. Turner shoots it left side. They work it into the corner. The three ball from Toppin missed the mark. And Max Strus, following his own advice, grabs the rebound. They head to Garland. Garland, top of the key. Too strong on the jumper. But Strus now with an offensive rebound. Gave it to Mitchell. Mitchell spinning with the basketball. Brings it out near the half-court line. Donovan on the left-hand dribble against Ben Shepherd. 3 on the clock. Steps left. 3. Perfect!
That was an ISO play, Tim. That was an ISO play specifically for Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan in the last 2 games before tonight, 2 of 18 behind the arc. He's got 2 long balls tonight. Oh, if that stroke comes back, what it will mean for this Cavalier offense.
Cavs in that zone, Tim.
Cavs by 13, 51-38. They've got a 13-point lead as on the left side and working his way into the paint, forcing up the shot, missing his Neesmith. Rebound, Jared Allen. One and done again for the Pacers. Here's Mitchell, top of the three-point arc, lob to Allen. Allen went up, got it, shoots it left side to Strus. Max, 3 off the front of the iron. The rebound, Neesmith for Indiana. Ahead to Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton with only a field goal. Haliburton has the ball go off his leg out of bounds.
Because the Cavalier defense, Tim, is swarming. They're getting help on dribble penetration, and that's made the difference. Since 32-32, the Cavs have outscored the Pacers 16-6.
Wow.
What happened?
We've got a foul called on Garland on the inbounds as he gave Mathurin a push, and that's going to be 4 on DG. Wow. A little bit of a sell job there by Mathurin, but 4 fouls on Garland, and that'll get Sam Merrill into the ball game.
Wow, Tim.
And also,
the officials knew he had 3, Tim. I don't care what you tell me. They knew he had 3. They could have let that go. As much stuff as they have let go, they could have let that go. Wow.
Huge swing. DG with 4 fouls, and the Pacers get the ball. Now tripping is Haliburton. He fell down at the half-court line. Indiana gets a timeout. Strus is hobbling as it was his foot that Haliburton got tangled up with. So timeout taken by Indiana because Haliburton was just laying on the floor at the half-court line. And he didn't have a teammate around to help him out. And so he took the time. We'll keep it right here. 4:40 to go. First half. Cavaliers by 13 at 51-38. You know, you can get your 25-26 Cavs United ticket memberships. Your membership grants you access to Cavs games and incredible benefits that last all season, like playoff priority, team shop and concession discounts, and exclusive perks. Join the Wine and Gold as a Cavs United member. Go to Cavs.com/enroll.
Tim, I can't believe they made that. Oh, I guess I better believe it. It was made. But the Cavaliers, Tim, are matching the intensity of the Pacers. And that has been the biggest difference. Second biggest difference has been their physicality. They're not backing down. The third thing is their defense has really been making the difference. The Pacers are shooting 34% from the field. That's because of the Cavs defense.
And Jim, Cavaliers 25-15 on the boards.
That makes a difference because you and I both know the defense isn't over until you get the rebound, the possessions.
Hey, want to say hello to Kathleen listening in Cleveland. Kathleen, thanks for dialing in. Got Kevin in Olmsted Falls as well listening tonight from Bulldog Country. 51-38 off the timeout. Haliburton at the foul line to Turner. Turner driving, banking, missing. Rebound Mobley, one and done. Here come the Cavaliers. Mitchell ahead to Allen. Allen drives, and he got grabbed from behind by Obi Toppin.
That's what it does. When you're shooting the ball and you're the opposition, you're only getting one shot, Tim, against an aggressive defense, it works on you. It can become intimidating. That's what the Cavs have done to the Pacers. One and out. An aggressive defense on the ball and in the paint waiting to give help.
Jared Allen, line left. Free throw. Good. If Jared hits the second one, Cavs will match their biggest lead of the ball game, which was 15. Indiana came roaring back, but as Serena mentioned that Donovan said in the huddle, all right, stay calm. We're going to have a run back and forth, and that's exactly what happened.
That's the nature of this new NBA. And they're still in that zone, Tim.
Cavs on a 21-6 run. Toppin in the lane, hooks and hits. Obi Toppin, second year with the Pacers after starting his career with the New York Knicks. 53-40. Cavs by 13. Mitchell, left wing Merrill. Quick flick. No. Rebound grab by Neesmith. On the handoff to Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton comes up the right side. Merrill got knocked down at the other end. Offensive foul call.
And who was it? Mathurin, Tim.
I'll tell you what, they have been consistent with that call tonight. If you ask for anything, it's consistency. I think that's the third or fourth offensive foul on Indiana.
It is. But that's the level of physicality that the Cavs are playing right now. They're not backing down.
Cavs by 13 with under 4 to go. First half in Indiana. Cavs down 2-0 in this series, desperately needing a win tonight, and they're playing with that urgency. Left wing Merrill. Merrill left to the key, out front to Donovan, fakes the shot into the lane, hooked it up and dropped it home.
Little two-man action between he and Merrill, Tim.
And the Cavs have matched their biggest lead of the ball game, 55-40. 3.5 to go. Second
in
quarter.
That zone, that 1-2-2.
Haliburton bounce in the lane to Turner. Turner put it up, lost it. Out of there with it comes Mitchell. No whistle. Mitchell ahead to Allen. Allen into Turner underneath to Mobley. Mobley had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Oh, wow. And now all the Cavs are screaming to the bench. Review this. Challenge this.
Wait, he's going to get it straight.
And the officials are going to hold on to the basketball. Now, perhaps they're going to just talk about it amongst themselves.
Yep.
Yes. Well, as Joan Rivers used to say, talk amongst yourselves. And they did that. Alan Benjamin, I'm really dating myself with Joan Rivers.
Yeah, but don't give him all. You're giving him too much credit. It's still early, Tim. We haven't gotten to halftime yet.
Of course, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel was based off Joan Rivers. All right, here we go. That's a great series. Out front, whistle and a foul on Indiana as the inbounds went to Mobley.
Siakam.
Boy, Rick Carlisle now chewing on the ear of Mark Davis.
Well, they've taken their defense, Tim, to another level as far as physicality, and they're hoping the officials will go along with it.
Well, Kenny sent the message that there was grabbing and holding and grabbing and holding, and officials say they don't hear it. I don't know. Mitchell, run of the lane, fires left corner to Merrill. Merrill fakes the three, bounce in the lane to Allen. He'll hook it and hit it. Jared Allen, his marvelous playoffs continue. He's got 11. And the Cavs have their biggest lead. They're up by 17.
Still in that zone.
Nimhart, long three. No. Rebound Merrill. And there were nothing but black shirts underneath that rim to grab the rebound.
One and out.
Mitchell, left side to Strus, right back to Donovan. Left of the lane, into the lane. His hook was missed. He got it underneath to Allen, and Allen got fouled. Or will it be on the Mitchell little hook?
Might be Allen.
Yes, it will be Jared Allen.
But, Tim, that's pressure. When you can only get one shot off, no second chance opportunity, and then the shots you're getting are contested, that's what the Cavalier defense has done.
Jared Allen in the playoffs, 15.2 points and just under 10 rebounds per game. Jim, I go back to that chat I had with Jared down in Miami when he had a double-double. Then they took it away. Then they got it back. And I asked him about it, grabbing a coffee the next morning. And he said, Tim, they're trying to deny my greatness. Well, nobody can deny it now. He has been fabulous in the postseason.
I just thought that he was going to have an exceptional game. I could see it, and he has.
Got 13 points. Cavs by 19. Mathurin misses a three in the right corner. Here come the Cavs with a 19-point lead. Mobley stops, shoots, too strong. Rebound Allen, underneath the screws, laid it up and in. Jared Allen, I won't deny your greatness. Wow, 61-40. Siakam spins on Allen and put it in.
Bowled him right in the face, Tim. Siakam.
Pascal Siakam makes it 61-42. Mitchell up the right side against Neesmith. Mitchell works all the way under the basket. Left corner to Strus. Strus came around a screen. Well, there's the consistency. They do call the offensive foul on Donovan Mitchell.
He couldn't stop, Tim. But going back to how Siakam scored, he threw an elbow right in the face of Jared Allen. Because he is struggling. 2 of 5. He struggled last game too, Tim. They've minimized him.
Cavaliers already with 4 guys in double figures. Mobley with 10. Strus with 13. Allen with 13 and 6 rebounds. Donovan with 15. And they're up by 19 with 1:35 to go here in the second quarter.
Tim, the Cavs have been in this zone for a while.
Mathurin down the lane, put it up and in, and he drew contact. Benedict Mathurin with a chance for an and one. You know, tickets for Cavs playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are on sale. Let them know with us at Rocket Arena. Secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs. Go to Cavs.com/playoffs.
And Tim, what the Cavs are in, I kept telling our faithful that it's a zone. It looks like a 1-2-2 or a 3-2. But what it does, it covers their guards out front and minimizes them.
Mathurin hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. Cavaliers by 16 with 1:20 to go in the half. Mitchell splits a double team into the lane, drives and scores with a left hand. Donovan Mitchell doing Donovan things. At the other end, Haliburton in the lane, spins, got it out front to Turner, and his three is off the mark. Cavs crash the boards. Rebound grab by Mobley. Ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell stops. Tried to give it behind him to Allen. Ball deflected, but it's grabbed by Mobley in the middle of Strus. Three, short. Rebound Allen. Hooked. And it rimmed out. Rebound Mobley. Cavs owning the boards. Merrill, right wing three. Bang!
Second chance, third chance is a charm.
Cavaliers by 21. 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. What a response tonight from the Cavaliers. Mathurin in the lane, threw it to nobody in the left corner except Tristan Thompson. Tristan, even with his hands of stone, was able to come up with it.
They are struggling. Pacers struggling, trying to figure out offense against this zone.
Cavs by 21. Can't quite run it all the way out. Mitchell in between the circles. Fires right corner to Mobley. Mobley heads to the baseline. Now into the lane. Gave it to Allen, and Jarrett fumbled it away. Pacer basketball. They can play for the final shot. Well, Haliburton's going to let fly with a three. It's short. Rebound Siakam. Behind him to Haliburton. 4 on the clock. Haliburton. Shot blocked by Strus. Mitchell has it. Half-court shot just to the right. And that will end the first half of play. The Cavaliers looking like the team that won 64 games in the regular season with a 21-point lead at the half in a must-win scenario on top of the Pacers through 2. 66-45. And Mike Snyder with 3 guys back. It's just what the doctor ordered.
Indeed, Tim, and enjoy your halftime break. Take a little break there. I'll tell you, that action was fast and frantic. Great third chance three they got to Merrill, and really symbolic of the Cavs' effort in the first 2 quarters of this one as they lead it here 66-45. It's time for the McDonald's halftime report, and coming up, we will get a close look of the first 2 quarters. We'll get Brad Seller's thoughts. We might even have a surprise guest in our McDonald's halftime report as well as we break down the first 2 quarters in Indianapolis. It's the Cavs 66, the Pacers 45. We're back after this time out of the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a daring slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. With more than 1,700 colors, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has got you covered with the very best paint. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
20 years of Jonas, living the dream tour, performing Nick Solo and the administration, Joe and DNCE, and the Jonas Brothers, Kevin, Nick, and Joe, playing Rocket Arena November 11th, with special guest, the All-American Rejects, the greatest celebration of Jonas ever in one incredible show.
Get tickets now with RocketArena.com.
Hey, Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Your FM home for Cavs basketball is 100.7 WMMS.
Time now for the McDonald's Halftime Report Playoff Edition, and I'm loving it. Here's Mike Snyder.
And it is indeed a playoff edition, and you're going to find out even why as Brad Sellers and I are with you, as we always are in the playoff games. We've even got a special guest here joining us at the half. And at the half, all smiles from the Cavs' perspective as they lead the Pacers by a score of 66-45. And, yeah, what a difference it means to have Darius Garland back, Evan Mobley back, and DeAndre Hunter. Cavaliers jumped out to an early 11-0 lead. They were up 25-10 when the Pacers came all the way back, and this game was tied at 32 after one. But the second quarter belonged to the Cavaliers.
Ty Jerome, run of the lane, over his shoulder to Garland, fakes the pass, and now backs up to the half-court line. Garland with a stutter step. No look to Mobley. Pow! Oh, what a dish by DG.
What a difference a point guard can make.
Now, Darius Garland playing very well. The problem is he's already got 4 fouls on him. We'll get into all of that. But the Cavs at 44% from the field, 33% is the shooting percentage for Indiana. Cavs are led by Donovan Mitchell with 17, 13 apiece for Max Strus and Jared Allen, 10 for Evan Mobley. For the Pacers, they have 13 off the bench from Benedict Mathurin, 12 from Miles Turner. Thus far, Tyrese Haliburton with only 2. Cavs have done a nice job there. And, Brad, as we look at the numbers, Cavs out-rebounding them 35-17. Your first big take on this first
Well, it's been an excellent effort, actually, Mike, by the Cavaliers. I think the turn of the core has obviously improved the outlook of this team. The Cavs were intentional about their game plan today. Came out picking up full court. Max Strus picking up Haliburton at full court. Really set the tone for this game from the beginning.
Now, they've used a little zone here. We've talked about it. When I say we, Brad, we've got a special guest here on our McDonald's halftime report. Mr. Cavalier, great to see you.
The greatest.
Good to see you, too. You too. I listen to you guys all the time when I have a chance.
Well, we see you on our screens here. We're in Cavs Studio Control. I got to tell you, it's a treat for me to be here with both of you watching this game. Austin, your big first take from what you saw why the Cavs were leading by 21.
Well, what we've seen all season is Kenny making changes. And I think they went to the 3-2 zone instead of the 2-3 zone and put Mobley in the middle, and it seemed to confuse them. They didn't know what was going on because now you want to know why it's good to have 2 bigs? Because now when they get the ball past Mobley, you got Jarrett there. And that makes a huge difference, and it's just slowed them up. And once you make a team that's a questionable jump shooting team think about shots, then they really have trouble.
Hey, see, you know this. We're just trying to buy moments here. The Cavaliers are buying moments. So you buy moments by making institutional changes. Obviously, the Pacers were expecting one thing. We showed them a different hand today. And they were confused. That confusion allowed us to get up by 21 at the half here. Now it depends out now when you come out to the third quarter, AC and Mike. What do we do now? Because they're gonna scheme for this at halftime.
Right.
They're gonna show it in the locker room.
Right.
So now what do we do?
Right, and then that's going to be the key is how we handle the second half. If you think about it, we've had a 20-point lead in every game. It's just that we haven't been able to hold on to it.
That's true.
Guys, the rebound numbers staggering in favor of the Cavs, and I'm looking at the score sheet. Mobley's got 9, but Strus has 6. Mitchell has 5. Jarrett with 6, you expect that. DeAndre Hunter with 4. I mean, they've made a concerted effort to hit the glass tonight, haven't they?
Be clear that the guys have been big time. The starters have been big time, and then having DeAndre Hunter back obviously gives us a boost, a major boost here. And people settle people down, get to positions they want to be at. But now to AC's point, you got to collectively figure out how you're going to win the next 24 minutes. And I say it's quarter by quarter because the Pacers have shown you they can eradicate a lead.
Right, and that is something that we have to be aware of coming out of that locker room is that you do not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you can't get giddy right now, right?
No, oh no.
Your thoughts on that? Mobley's really looked like he's moving rather freely, right? He looks,
yes,
he really looks good. Garland, your thoughts on Darius looks, I mean, he looks good, but it's like he's picking his spots. Would that be accurate?
I would say so, because listen here, to have these guys back on the floor, I think is just a huge boost, and I think whatever you can get out of them, we'll take that for what it is. But they've been solid. Darius been solid. Mobley's been solid. DeAndre's been solid. And that's what kind of effort it was going to take today. The key today is just we're not worried about the game 4. We're just worried about game 3. If you can get game 3, you can kind of adjust for yourself and put some pressure back on the Pacers.
That's right. That's right. And you don't care what it looks like. You just want to have one more point than they do at the end.
And don't get giddy now. You got a 21-point lead, but come out. Don't let them cut into that too much right in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's the key here, because they're going to come out with a floor. You think the Pacer faithful are not going to get behind this team in the third quarter?
Exactly.
So now can you withstand it? Because they think that they can melt us down like they did here in Cleveland.
That's exactly right. And you hit that right on the head. They've done it twice. So they are definitely thinking they can come out of the locker room with some fire and chase us down.
Hey, C, thanks for stopping by.
Always a pleasure.
Now, after games, we can check you out right on Rock Entertainment Sports, right?
Yes, right there.
Okay,
all
games before and after you're on.
Before and after we're there.
He got his nice rock shirt on and everything.
Yeah.
Everything is great.
Hey, I got to represent.
Anytime you want to come by the McDonald's halftime report, we'll take care of you. We'll get you some fries next time.
Okay, man.
Thanks, AC.
Thank you.
Austin Carr joining me and Brad Sellers. Brad Sellers and me, I should say. It is halftime. Yeah, we're smiling, but there's a ways to go. One other game tonight in the NBA, and that'll be Oklahoma City at Denver. That series tied at 1 aside. Tickets for the Cavs playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are on sale. Let them know with us at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at Cavs.com/playoffs. And you can always text us, text Tim and Jim throughout the broadcast, and then Brad and I following the game on the postgame show. The number to do that, 216-440-9566. This is the McDonald's Halftime Report. Let's pause now for a station identification along the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
An iHeartRadio station. Your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
MMS. Game 3, Cavs 66, Pacers 45. This is the McDonald's Halftime Report. We'll go back to Tim and Jim in Indiana after this timeout of the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glowing Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts. Featuring Skelosaurus, 5-Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot, Arctic-Gon. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special kids ticket prices starting at just $10. Coming September 6th to Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Get tickets now at SeatGeek.com.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
It's a back up the buzzard graduation weekend.
Songs from each year, each hour, all weekend.
Cavaliers have a 21-point lead at the half. 66-41. They're on top of Indiana. Now, we're only halfway through this ball game. Keep in mind, Indiana came back from 20 down on Tuesday night to take a 2-0 lead in this series. In fact, earlier today at shoot-around, Donovan Mitchell talked about the fact that no matter how big the lead, you have to play all 48 minutes.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things right. We don't get up 20 for a reason. The biggest thing now is sustaining that, continuing to be that group. I think that we will.
So the Cavaliers still have 24 minutes of basketball to cut this Pacer lead to 2-1 in the best-of-7 series. They're up 66-45. Hey, let's take a look at our Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers, brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. For Indiana, they had 12 assists in the first half of play. For the Cavaliers, 16 assists. 3 different guys with 3 for the Cavs. They have moved that ball around. Those are your Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Cavs up 21, 66-45. Second half follows this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Hear that? That's the sound of your valuable free time ticking away as you go to the pharmacy multiple times a month to pick up your prescriptions. Hear that? No? That's because you've joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all your prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month so you can pick them all up with just one trip, which means your free time is yours to do whatever you want or nothing at all. Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround.
With Progressive customer service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Alan Cox.
Hi, I'm the captain of Disrespected and Underpaid.
Afternoons at 2 on WMMS.
Cavs with a 21-point lead as we start the second half of play. Pacers with the basketball going right to left. Indiana heading towards their own bench across from us and to the left. Pass deflected out front by Strus. Out of there with it comes Mobley. Evan deals left wing to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. Lob cross court to Strus in the right corner. Bounce out front to Garland. Quickly to Mitchell. Still plenty of time. 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell fakes to 3. Bounce to Garland. Garland 6 on the clock. Unloads a 3. Missed it side right. Rebound grab by Miles Turner. Turner's pass deflected out of bounds at the half-court line by Max Strus.
By Bulldog. Max Strus. 50-50 guy. Hustle.
Strus with a terrific first half. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists.
Every shot was a big one, too.
Here's Nembhard. Lob in the lane to Turner. Left wing Siakam. His 3. No. Rebound Allen. Cavaliers have owned the boards tonight. Here's Garland up the left side. Weaves his way top of the key. Right wing to Mobley. Fakes the pass. Shoots to 3. In and out. Rebound grabbed by Nembhard. And they'll get Donovan Mitchell for a backcourt foul as the Pacers were bringing the ball down the floor. Hey, Jim, let's get your Rocket Built for Success keys to the second half. Rocket Built for Success, own the dream.
Tim, in the first half, that was Cavalier basketball. Playing defense and then finding the open man. as far as player performance, you got to give Mobley, Garland, Hunter, Strus, and Mitchell, and everyone else that played. They all contributed to the point total. 66 points in the first half.
Nembhard, sideline right to Siakam. Siakam just booms his way into Mobley. Bounce left side to Neesmith. His three barely hit the rim. And another rebound for Jarrett Allen.
Pacers shooting 31%, Tim.
It's that Cavalier defense. Allen out front to Strus. Strus, cross court left side, Mitchell three. Got it! Donovan Mitchell, that three ball has returned. 69-45. Here's Siakam, foul line shot good. Pascal Siakam makes it 69-47. Cavs by 22. Keep going. Mitchell, three. That one's too strong. Rebound, fought for, down to the floor. Goes Neesmith, ahead to Siakam. Siakam had the ball on his hip, scooped and scored. Siakam, a couple of field goals, makes it 69-49.
He's trying to come alive, Tim.
Here's Garland. Run of the lane. DG underneath the basket. DG spins to the baseline. Hemmed in. Shovels it out front to Allen. Pow! With the right hand as he went right by Turner. Long pass stolen by Mobley. Evan playing defensive back. Picked it off. Mobley out front. Garland. Open three. Nope. Long rebound. Mitchell. Donovan thought about a three. Left side to Garland. Cavs by 22. Garland lobbed to Mobley. Mobley against Nembhard. Mobley into the lane. Got knocked down and a foul will be called.
Cavs trying to work that mismatch. Nembhard trying to guard Mobley in that mid-post area, Tim. It's not going to happen. Cavs playing exceptional basketball, Tim. There's an urgency in their action.
And it shows on that scoreboard, 71-49. Cavs by 22. The season wouldn't end tonight with a loss, but this is a must-win. Here's Garland. Left to the key, left to the lane, tried to shovel it to Allen. Ball deflects right to Donovan Mitchell. 2 on the clock, 1 on the clock. Mitchell spitting, shoots, missed. Rebound, Strus. Out front to Mobley. And a whistle and a foul. And they're going to get that one on Tyrese Haliburton.
It's Strus again, Tim. Second chance opportunity. Hustle. He's the best at it on this team. Max Strus.
Haliburton picks up his second foul. Cavaliers have Garland playing with 4. Nembhard has 3 for Indiana. That's about it for foul problems. Donovan does have 3. Here's Garland. Tried to bounce it, and the pass got kicked by Pascal Siakam. Hey, Cavs fans, you can enter daily for the chance to win free tickets through the Cavs Playoff Ticket Sweepstakes, presented by Phantom Fireworks. Enter at Cavs.com/fireworks. The Cavs have provided some fireworks here tonight. Here's Strus, bounce to Mobley, laid it up and in.
2-man action, Tim. Give and go.
Cavs again by 24. 73-49, 8:38 to go here in the third. Haliburton, cross court right side. Boy, barely able to get it was Turner. Gave it off to Nembhard. His wing jumper, no. Rebound Allen.
This Cavs defense has got him hurrying the shots, Tim.
It has been suffocating. Garland, left wing, 3-ball, no. Rebound grab by Aaron Neesmith for the Pacers, ahead to Nembhard. Nembhard hiding behind Turner. Nembhard dishes to Neesmith. Neesmith driving on Mitchell. Put it off the glass and good. Timeout taken by the Cavaliers. They're up 22, 73-51, 8:05 to go here in quarter number 3. Cavs trying to get their first win in this best-of-7 series. Back after this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audio Burst.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
Eric Clapton. September 11th. Rocket Arena. With special guest, the Wallflowers. Tickets are on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Eric Clapton.
Cleveland Clinic. Every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Have a 22-point lead, 73-51. They're on top of Indiana, 8:05 to go, third quarter here at Gingrich Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Boy, everybody in on the act for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell, 20 points, 6 rebounds. Jared Allen, 15 and 9. Evan Mobley, 12 and 9. Max Strus, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Jim, it's been a total team effort, and we've talked about the sense of urgency the Cavs are playing with tonight.
That's right, and there's no better example than the 3 injured players coming back. But, Tim, I'm looking at Indiana. They couldn't miss a 3. They're only 5 of 20 so far. And missing threes is contagious as making threes.
We're going to head to the floor real quick. Here's Serena as she just left that Cavalier huddle. Serena, what do you got?
Well, Tim, it was all about ball pressure, activity, contest. Take that to another level. What does that mean? It's all about defense. Look, guys, in these huddles, I would say 80, even 90% has been about what they've talked about on the defensive end. And I actually caught up with assistant coach Jordan Ott at halftime, and he told me that was what it was about in that first half. Really the physicality on the defensive end, and also that 3-2 zone that they were playing with earlier. We'll see if that continues to be effective here in the third quarter.
You're all over it. And so was Kenny, Tim. He figured it out.
Off the timeout, Strus drives, scores. Max Strus took it right to the rim. 15 for Max. And the Cavalier lead is 24. Boy, this crowd has been silent for the most part throughout the ball game. On the right wing, Turner in between the circles to Nembhard. Nembhard 8 on the clock. Boy, he just drew a foul from Donovan Mitchell. That's going to be 4 on Mitchell.
Yeah, he threw his arms into him. Mitchell had great position, Tim.
So you've got Garland with 4 and Mitchell with 4.
Okay. Don't be surprised if they fall back in that zone.
And nobody's heading to that scorer's table. Here's Nembhard into the paint. Got it out front. Neesmith, wide open 3, and he drilled it.
He can do that if he gets time.
Aaron Neesmith, that's his 24th 3-ball of the playoffs, first tonight. Here's Mitchell, left corner, wide open 3. Bang! Donovan Mitchell. Oh, it's so good to see the 3-ball just dropping easily for Donovan. 78-54, so Mitchell matches the Neesmith 3. The lead's back to 24. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third. Siakam out front against Garland. Siakam gave it up to Neesmith. Neesmith, where to the lane. Behind his back to Turner. 4 on the clock. Turner drives the lane and popped it home with the left hand.
Yeah, he made a tough shot, Tim. He's limping, too. That right leg.
78-56. Garland around a screen from Allen. Bounced to Jarrett. He got it blocked by Turner. Another blocked shot for Miles Turner. Nembhard just runs over Garland. No whistle. maybe we're happy about that as Haliburton shot puts it in. Garland took a chance right there. It may have been a charge, but no whistle. So Garland does not pick up that fit. Strus to the other end. Pow with the right hand as he eluded the defender and crushed it.
Max Strus, his best game of the season, Tim.
17 points. Haliburton left of the lane. Blocked by Mobley. Holy Mobley. Mitchell to the other end. Got grabbed from behind by Neesmith.
What a block by Mobley. Coming out of nowhere, Tim. Rotating, playing that defense.
Evan Mobley with 3 blocks tonight. 12 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 3 steals. And he left the locker room early and sold popcorn at the half. And now that's called a transition take on Indiana. So Donovan Mitchell with a free throw. And it rattled in and out. Donovan Mitchell was driving to the hoop. They called that a transition take. Then we're looking at our replay monitor here.
You see him limping there, Tim. I think it's his right leg.
And Turner really hobbling. Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter check in.
They got him out of the game too, Tim.
As Turner has vacated, Thomas Bryant checks in for Indiana. Here's Garland, top of the key, down the lane, put it up with the left hand. No, got it back. And he's called for the travel.
I like the creativity.
Miles Turner, Jim, not only came out of the game, he went right to the locker room.
Yeah, it looked like he hurt that right leg. Well, looked like he hurt his left when he fell. Then later on, he was grabbing his right leg.
Nembhard, baseline left, comes around Hunter, pushes away Hunter, and now he's got a layup, and he rolled it home. So Andrew Nembhard makes it 80-60. 5:30 to go. Garland behind his back on the dribble, comes right down the lane, fumbled the ball, lost it. It's grabbed by Allen, tried to get it to Jerome, ball deflected. Here comes Nembhard, 4-on-3. Nembhard out front, unloads the jumper, got it. Now his foot was on the line. Andrew Nembhard lost track of his feet. But it's a timeout taken by the Cavaliers as DG is slow to get up underneath the basket to our right. 80-62, Cavs by 18, 5:18 to go. Quarter number 3. We're at Cambridge Fieldhouse, and you're listening on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Your summer starts here in an exciting new Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. May 8th through June 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 25 Camry. Or lease a new Camry LE for just $289 a month for 36 months with $29.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Maxwell in concert. The Serenade Tour 2025. Saturday, August 16th. Rocket Arena. Maxwell. With special guest, Lucky Day. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss Maxwell Live.
The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives. The steel in automobiles moving us around town, the washer and dryer at home, the kitchen appliances to prepare and cook food, the electrical grid that powers electronics, the railways to transport goods. Cliff Steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to their innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
Allen out front to Strus. Strus, cross court, left side, Mitchell, three. Got it! Donovan Mitchell, that three ball has returned. Here's Garland, run of the lane. DG underneath the basket. DG spins to the baseline, hemmed in, shovels it out front to Allen. Pow! With the right hand as he went right by Turner. Strus bounced to Mobley, laid it up and in.
Two-man action, Tim. Give and go.
Cavs again by 24. Strus to the other end. Pow! With the right hand as he eluded the defender and crushed it. Cavaliers with an 18-point lead, 80-62, 5:18 to go third quarter here in Cambridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Tim Elkhorn, Jim Jones, on-site engineer Alan Benjamin. Thank you for listening all across the country and around the world tonight. We got Coleman listening just west of Philadelphia. We got Oilfield Steve. He's out on the road driving from Texas to Oklahoma. We've got Di, AJ, and RT. They're listening in Westlake tonight. Well, it's good to have Di along with AJ and RT dialed in. It's local. Here we go off the timeout. Ty Jerome through the center circle. Bounce out front to Allen. Allen at the three-point arc. Hands off to Strus. Left corner Jerome. Open three. No. Whistle and a foul as Allen got knocked down out front.
Yes, he did, Tim. And it was before the shot.
They got the foul on Benedict Mathurin. So with 5:05 to go here in the third, Mathurin picks up his third foul, 14th foul on the Pacers. Cavaliers right now with Ty Jerome, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, DeAndre Hunter, and Jared Allen. Inbounds goes to Allen. Allen against Bryant. Miles Turner has emerged from the locker room as the pass to Allen bounces off his shin. Kenny saying that's because he got pushed. No foul. Here comes Indiana to the other end. Nembhard, open three ball, got it. And look out if Andrew Nembhard starts getting hot.
They're 9 of 13 in the quarter. Pacers 9 of 13.
Cavs lead down to 15. Mitchell drive, scored, fouled. Donovan Mitchell playing with 4 fouls. But that won't stop him from exerting his will. Donovan, off the bump from Bryant, got the roll and a chance for an and one.
He's leading, Tim. He sees that this is the quarter. Like I said, the Pacers are 9 of 13 in this quarter. The Cavs have only shooting 43% to the Pacers 66. This is the quarter where they try to catch you, right at the second half of that second quarter. But the Cavs have answered.
Sam Merrill now in for the Cavaliers. Mitchell, line right. Free throw, swish. Donovan's got 26, 9 here in the third quarter of play. Cavs lead back to 18. McConnell, right side to Nembhard. Nembhard got it out front to Toppin, right back to McConnell. McConnell tried to get by Merrill, and Merrill reached in and fouled him. For Sam Merrill, that's his first foul. Cavaliers now at 3 team fouls. It'll be Mathurin to inbound over on the far side. Oh, now they switch it up. Obi Toppin gets the basketball, flips it into Nembhard, quickly to McConnell.
In that zone, Tim.
McConnell right side to Nembhard. Nembhard looks low, found Bryant. Bryant in traffic. Bryant banks, missed! Rebound Hunter. Quickly to Mitchell. Mitchell works to the forecourt, gave it to DeAndre, left wing three, good! DeAndre Hunter stalks his prey. Rick Carlisle in the face of Mark Davis. Boy, if that's regular season, Rick Carlisle may be heading to the locker room. Mark Davis simply walked away.
Let him go.
Timeout, Indiana. 86-65. And Mark Davis may have just teed him up. He just did. Mark Davis finally said, all right, that's enough. And he teed up Rick Carlisle.
And let me tell you, Carlisle is old school. He's looking for something, Tim. He's looking for a call from the officials if he can get it. I mean, look at him now. All of a sudden, he's calmed down. That's a strategy to try to get the officials to bend his way.
And now a conversation between Mark Davis and Josh Tibbin. Again, the Cavaliers sent Merrill to the free throw line, but he rattled it out on the technical. Cavs by 23 with 4:05 to go. It'll be Pacer basketball.
Let's see how the calls go after this, Tim.
Oftentimes you'll see coaches do that to jumpstart their team as well. Yeah,
that's what I said. It's a strategy.
Toppin at the half-court line to Mathurin as the Cavs settle into that 3-2 zone. Here's McConnell. McConnell in the right corner to Toppin. Toppin fakes Jerome, heads to the baseline, put it up, missed it. Rebound Allen. Boy, he muscled that rebound. And Jared Allen now with a double-double, 15 and 10. Ty Jerome, right corner Mitchell. 3 ball off the back of the rim. Rebound. Allen was being held onto by Bryant, and the foul is called on Thomas Bryant.
Jared Allen making a statement, Tim.
Well, Jim, you were Nostradamus before the ball game. You said this is going to be a big night for Jared Allen.
Tim, I thought he got his confidence in the third quarter of the last game, and then they got the 2 offensive rebounds. And nobody was more conscious of that than him. And he's out here to prove something tonight.
Jared Allen hits the free throw. Earlier in the ball game, he missed his first free throw of the playoffs. He had been 23 of 23. But he has been tremendous tonight. Jared now with his 5th double-double in postseason basketball. Of course, he had 40 during the regular season as he connects on both free throws. 88-65 with 3.5 to go in the third. And now we're going to get a technical foul on Thomas Bryant. So Mark Davis has heard enough. He's our crew chief, 27th year in the league. Carlisle got right in his face, and Mark, to his credit, walked away, and then Rick didn't stop. He finally teed him, and now Thomas Bryant with a few choice words. And he gets teed up. Donovan Mitchell converts on the free throw.
Tim, we call this putting some junk in the game. This is going beyond basketball. They're trying to get the Cavs to lose their focus, but it's not going to happen tonight. And they're also trying to bait the officials. It's all fair game strategy.
Well, Jim, we've got 3 officials with 59 years combined experience as McConnell, right of the lane, hits the short shot. If that's Indiana's strategy, wow, they're picking on the wrong guys. Here's Mitchell, right of the lane. Donovan, foul line, fakes the shot. Got it out front to Merrill, works it sideline left to Jerome. Ty, 3, no. Well, Ty Jerome has just gone stone cold in this series against Indiana. McConnell all the way to the other end. He drew the foul on Merrill.
That's what he does, Tim. He's trying to get them going. Remember, he did it in the second quarter when he came in.
McConnell in the series against the Cavs, 7 points and 4 points. And now he's got 4 tonight, looking for more at the free throw line. A couple of more texts we want to acknowledge with McConnell shooting 2. How about Jason on a cruise ship in Alaska? Wow, now that's some serious listening. That's serious Cavs fandom right there. Got Laura in Seattle. We're long-distance listeners. We love it. Thank you for dialing in, especially if you're on a cruise ship. But if you're in Alaska, it's still early. Plenty of time after the game. 89-69 as McConnell hit them both. Here comes Mitchell up the right side. Mitchell being hawked all the way by Mathurin. Donovan playing with 4 fouls. Straightaway 3, in and out. Rebound grab by McConnell. Indiana has pulled to within 20. McConnell into the paint, right wing top, and he's got a 3. In and out. Rebound Mitchell.
Cavalier defense, Tim.
Mitchell strong to the other end. Gets by Haliburton. Left corner. Merrill 3. No. The rebound grab by Toppin. Toppin on the run. Merrill gets back defensively. And Merrill poked it out of his hands, out of bounds. Sam Merrill, not exactly a chase down block, but a chase down defensive play that saved a bucket. Great hustle from Sam Merrill. Cleveland takes a timeout. I think they're going to challenge this. Cavs think that ball may have went off Obi Toppin.
Sure did look like it from here, but we're like 1,000 miles from anything human. We're way up here.
And, Jim, that play by Sam Merrill, again, it's not going to show in the
Cleveland
box.
called a timeout to challenge the out-of-bounds decision awarded to Indiana.
But Sam Merrill was at the free throw line at this end, and Toppin was ahead of the pack, and Sam Merrill did a full sprint to track him down.
And that's what I'm talking about. He and Strus, the way they played, looks like it's off his leg. The touch right there.
Oh, absolutely. Well, let's see what our replay official in Secaucus, Curtis Blair, has to say. As they will check in. Got another text from Tyler listening in Nashua, New Hampshire. I know that city pretty well.
Yeah, I was going to ask. That's your part of the country.
Well, I lived in Nashua. Grew up listening to WSMN. They would do high school sports in Nashua, and I thought, that guy's got the coolest job in the world. I want to do that someday. And, well, here we are at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse many, many years later. Jim, Cavs by 20. And as you mentioned, Serena talked about it in her segment, don't take your foot off the gas.
Yes, you have to stay with it, Tim. And I'm going to say it again. This is a new NBA. Now that there's three-pointers and the game is faster, teams can come back quickly. But you can't let that happen. That's why you need your defense. You have to get stops.
Cavaliers with that 20-point lead. Want to let you know that SeatGeek is, here we go, hold on. I'll tell you about SeatGeek in a minute.
Upon review, it's been determined that there was a proximate foul by Merrill after the gather. Therefore, Indiana will be awarded 2 free throws, as is after the gather be 2 shots.
What did I tell you, Tim?
Oh.
I know. That's what I'm talking about, Tim. What a call.
So the foul will be called on Sam Merrill. And it'll be free throws for Indiana with 2:22 to go here in the third. Cavaliers with a 20-point lead.
And McConnell's talking to all of his teammates, Tim. He's in their ear. He talked to the officials for about 2.5 minutes, and then he walked over to his teammates and he got them involved. This is what he does for this team.
Yeah, he's a fiery competitor. 10th year out of Arizona. Of course, spent some time with Philly and the 76ers. All right, here's what I want to let you know about SeatGeek. They're the official ticketing partner of the Cavs. It's the easiest way to buy tickets to Cavs games and all live events in Cleveland. SeatGeek handles the tickets so Cavs fans can fan. SeatGeek. Obi Toppin.
Thank you, Obi.
Missed that first free throw. Of course, Obi Toppin, 8th pick in the draft by the Knicks back in 2020.
He's not a Knicks type of player, but he works very well in the way the Pacers play, up-tempo.
He connects on the second. Obi Toppin now with a 5-point ball game. Cavs up 19. Here's DeAndre Hunter. Top side to Mobley. Mobley on the handoff to Strus. Strus lob to Mobley. Pow! Strus with the throw to Mo. Strus with the assist. Mobley with the dunk.
2-man action, give and go.
91-70.
The zone is still on.
O'Connell lob left side to Toppin. Toppin bounce at the foul line to Haliburton. Left wing to Mathurin. Mathurin 7 on the clock. And Mathurin, as he came around Hunter, foul will be called on DeAndre Hunter.
Oh, 2 shots?
Wow.
I guess that little McConnell talk worked, because he definitely wasn't going to shoot that. He was still in his dribble, Tim.
So it'll be Benedict Mathurin. He's had games of 11 and 19 in the first 2 against the Cavs. He's got 13 tonight, make it 14 as he swishes that first. Keep in mind, game 4 Sunday here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Now, you may need a Sunday nap because tip-off will be 8 o'clock. So get your rest and then dial in Sunday with the 8 o'clock tip as Mathurin hit them both.
And that was a bonus situation.
leads back to 19, 91-72. DeAndre Hunter at the half-court line. Out front to Mobley. Mobley against Turner. Mobley left in the lane. Lost the dribble. Got it back. Tiptoes the baseline. Works it all the way to the right wing. Hands off to Hunter. DeAndre's three. Too strong. Long rebound. Turner took it away from Mobley. Hands off to Mathurin. Mathurin feeds right side. Toppin. Three ball. Obi. No. Rebound. McConnell tapped it out front to Haliburton. Left corner. Mathurin's three. Good.
Second, third shots. That's how you come back.
Cavs lead down to 16. Mobley into the paint. Mobley fouled by Turner. Turner picks up that foul. And the Cavaliers are also in the bonus. So that's going to put Evan Mobley at the free throw line.
I like what Mobley did, Tim. He went to his left. He was going to throw a left-hand hook, a jump hook. Turner countered because he's a good defender, and he comes back the other way and was able to draw the foul.
Mobley's first free throw rolled around the rim and fell through.
Working his options, Tim. That's how he's improved this season.
Of course, Evan didn't play in game 2 after rolling that ankle in the first game. He had 20 and 10 in the first matchup. Got 15 and 9 here in the second game, along with 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 3 steals. Mobley connects on the second. 93-75. Cavs by 18. Indiana basketball. McConnell let it roll for a while. Scoops it up. Right side to Mathurin. Lob on the right wing to Haliburton. Haliburton cross-court pass deflected by Mobley. And it went back out front to Mathurin. Hunter went after it, and instead he banged into Benedict Mathurin. Foul will be called on DeAndre Hunter. That'll be his third, but as we mentioned, both teams are in the bonus.
And Mathurin just keeps talking, Tim. He keeps talking. I've never seen a young player like him that talks all the time.
He teed him up. Boy, Mark, either that or he warned him. I'm not sure which it was.
I don't know, but Hunter's saying, hey, why me?
And Benedict Mathurin, he was chirping in the ear of DeAndre Hunter. And again, Mark Davis's fuse has gotten really short.
Hunter's saying, why would you give me a tee? He was the one doing all the talking. What the heck is going on?
Trying to look at the monitor here to see if it was actually a double technical.
You see, he walked right up to him and started talking.
Mathurin, third-year player out of Arizona, 6th pick in the draft back in 22. As he's good on that second free throw, Mathurin now with a 20-point ball game. Full court pressure from Indiana. Hunter got it into Merrill, right back to DeAndre Hunter as he works up the left side, hands it off to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan with 27 tonight. Mitchell now in the center circle. 42 seconds to go. 93-77. Mitchell, one of the lane. Cross court left side to Hunter. Hunter bobbled the dribble, got it back into the lane. Hooks! And a whistle and a foul.
I like what Hunter's
going to get
doing.
Obi Toppin on that one.
How do you like Turner, Tim? I mean, Hunter knew that it's a bonus situation. He takes him off the dribble. He gets into the paint.
And here's DeAndre Hunter. He's at the free throw line with both teams in the bonus. DeAndre Hunter, 3 points in the ball game. Make it 4 as he hits the first.
This is where you got to make your free throws. You got to make them now.
DeAndre Hunter, acquired at the trade deadline from Atlanta. George Niang and Karis LeVert. Second one right on the mark. Hunter now with 5. 18-point lead for the Cavs. 32 seconds to go here in the third. Pacers with the basketball. Benedict Mathurin out front against Sam Merrill. Tosses it to Haliburton. Haliburton lob in the paint to Toppin. Left wing to McConnell. McConnell into the paint. Short shot. Rolled it around the rim and in. McConnell has 8. That's his high in the series. As Mitchell had it knocked out of his hands. Donovan got it back and drives and scores.
Oh, my goodness. What
Mitchell
kind of athleticism was that?
Was able to track it down. 97-79. Haliburton, right side, Toppin, 3 on the clock. Toppin with a 3, no. Rebound out front, and that ends the quarter. Cavaliers are up by 18 as we go to the fourth, 12 minutes away from making this a 2-1 series. 97-79, Cavs lead as we head to quarter number 4 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The first, a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Hey Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Make sure you tune in to the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Everything you need to know about your Cleveland Cavaliers, the Monsters, the Charge, high school football, podcasts, and so much more. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Tune in right now to the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
The Alan Cox Show.
Who knows what things will come back to haunt us?
Afternoons at 2 on WMMS.
Bryant in traffic. Bryant banks missed. Rebound Hunter. Quickly to Mitchell. Mitchell works to the forecourt. Gave it to DeAndre. Left wing three. Good! DeAndre Hunter stalks his prey. Rick Carlisle in the face of Mark Davis. Here's DeAndre Hunter. Top side to Mobley. Mobley on the handoff to Strus. Strus lob to Mobley. Pow! Strus with the throw to Mo. Strus with the assist. Mobley with the dunk.
Two-man action, give and go.
Cavaliers up 18 as we head to the fourth. 97-79. They lead the Pacers here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Hey, gear up to let them know this postseason. The 25 Cavs Playoffs collection is now available at Center Court. Shop playoff tees, hats, and more. Cavs.com/shop. Serena is courtside. Serena Winters, what do you have?
I mean, Donovan Mitchell addressing that huddle. He said, look, 12 minutes. We can rest tomorrow. You've got to give it your all. And it starts with the first possession. Got to get open, got to set good screens. And Kenny did point out that they gave up 34 points in that quarter. Got to be locked in on the defensive end, guys.
Garland back in, as always. Serena with terrific work, working courtside throughout the playoffs. Now on the radio side, the Audioverse Network. Merrill on the left wing. Harassed by Siakam, gave it up to Strus. 3 on the clock. Max long three. Didn't hit anything. It goes out of bounds.
You got to give Pacers defense, Tim. They came out, played tough man-to-man, fought over picks and the whole thing, letting us know what we can expect in this fourth quarter.
Cavaliers by 18. Indiana with their first possession here in the final period. McConnell picked up by Wade. McConnell reverses his dribble, tiptoes the baseline. Lob left side to Toppin. Toppin on the deal to Siakam. Gave it right back to McConnell. Short shot in the lane. May have been partially blocked. Ball loose on the floor. Grabbed by Siakam. And he'll lay it in.
That's been a thorn in our side, Tim, in these 3 games. Timely offensive rebounds that led to points by the Pacers.
Cavs by 16. Garland, 3. Got it! DG with a kiss for the Cavalier bench. Oh, what a 3 ball. to answer the little bit of momentum. 100-81. Siakam in the lane. Dunked it home. Oh, and they got Scroots with a foul on it as well. Wow, Max can't believe it. Max having a conversation with Bill Kennedy, so that'll put Siakam at the free throw line. Siakam with a chance for an and one. Cavaliers have reached 100, by the way. Want to let you know that means a $2 large fry from McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app to receive this special offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
And Tim, they put Hunter back in the game to better match up with Siakam.
Siakam's free throw is good. So Pascal Siakam with 5 quick points to open up the fourth. Cavs by 16, 100-84. Indiana has never led. Here's Garland. Near the half-court line. Garland on the left-hand dribble. Now crosses over to the right. Garland, 8 on the clock. Garland got pushed down as he went to the bucket. And DG slowly gets up.
Yeah, off that toe, Tim. He's visibly limping. But what a trooper to come out here.
So it'll be Garland shooting 2. And again, you can see it. Walking very gingerly. Of course, played the first 2 games in the Miami series. Sat out the final 2 against the Heat and the first 2 against the Pacers. Line right, free throw, good. DG now with 9 points in the ball game.
What a trooper, Tim. He's definitely in some pain.
His minutes have been limited, but it's because of the fact that he's been hobbled with foul problems all night. Right now on the floor with 4. Donovan Mitchell also has 4. He's getting a breath. Garland rattled in the second. Leads back to 18, 102-84 with 10:25 to go. Cavs looking for the first win in the series. Here's Aaron Nesmith. Nesmith in the middle to Siakam. Siakam against Mobley. Siakam gave it up on the right wing to Mathurin. He'll lob it on the right side to Toppin. Toppin against Merrill. 4 on the clock. Toppin looks down low, finds Siakam, and he's got a reverse layup. And Siakam all of a sudden with 7 points here in the fourth and 15 overall.
Yeah, he's more active, Tim.
Cavs by 16. Merrill, sideline right to Mobley. Mobley picked up by Siakam. Mobley right into Siakam. Mobley into the paint. Fades, left it short. Rebound Siakam. Whistle and a foul as Hunter and Nesmith got all tangled up. And I think Mark Davis is going to have the foul on Aaron Nesmith.
Yes, he did. But give Hunter some credit, Tim. He was going for the offensive board, and he had position. He had position on Naismith.
Allen in, Mobley out. Donovan striding to the scorer's table. He will check in. Mitchell re-enters with a 29-point ball game. Mitchell with 33 and 48 in the first 2 games. And it certainly appears he will top 30 again tonight. It'll be Mitchell to inbound. Bounces it into Allen. Allen has been tremendous. Jared running the lane. Drives. Laid it in. Jared Allen with a hit of steam. Makes it 104-86. Jared with 19. Toppin finds a driving McConnell. Put it up and in. High off the glass. E.J. McConnell makes it 104-88. Hunter at the other end. DeAndre Hunter on the right wing. Throws it in the middle to Wade. Dean Wade hands it back to Hunter. Hunter picked up by Toppin. Hunter steps left, shoots a 3. Nope. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell tracks it down near the half-court line. Mitchell picked up by Nesmith. Mitchell reverses course. Mitchell right side, cross-court Wade. Free ball, Dean. No. Rebound grab by Mathurin. Mathurin to the forecourt. 16-point lead for the Cavs with under 9 to go. Here's Siakam on the left side, backing down Garland. Siakam gave it on the baseline to Toppin, throws it in the middle to McConnell. Short shot, good. McConnell's got 12, and the Cavs lead is 14 with 8.5 to go. And now in the backcourt, Dean Wade gets called for an offensive foul on the screen on McConnell.
And Tim, he didn't move. McConnell searched him out and ran right into it and got the call. That's the savvy of what he brings to this team. That's a lost possession.
DeAndre Hunter and Dean Wade sit down. Max Strus re-enters for the Cavaliers. Trying to see who else got back in there. Merrill. Here's McConnell driving on Strus. Left corner, Siakam. 3. Good. Timeout, Cavs. Pascal Siakam here in the fourth quarter has put in 10 of his 18 points. And one of the rare times tonight, Gainbridge Fieldhouse has come alive. Cavs up 104-93 with 8:22 to go. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Shaka Khan, Patty LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills. The BPC presents the Queens, 4 Legends, One Stage Tour. Shaka Khan, Patty LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills. The Queens, 4 Legends, One Stage. October 5th at Rocket Arena. Tickets available at SeatGeek.
Hey, Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Mitchell left of the lane, Euro steps, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, my!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another 3. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with ONE+, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
The Alan Cox Show.
This involves a woman, a dog,
Afternoons at 2.
and a camel.
On WMMS.
Cavs lead is 104-93. 8:22 to go fourth quarter here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tim Elkhorn, Jim Jones, on-site engineer Alan Benjamin. Great to have you with us all along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse as the Cavs, well, it seems like a recurring repeat on television. Here comes Indiana. Cavs trying to stave them off.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. But the difference is now we know the results if we don't maintain our poise, stay with it, and will the game. Who wants it the most? It really comes down to that. No matter what happens, bad officiating, all of that, missed shots, stay with it. Stay with it. And stay together. This is how you beat these kind of teams.
Here we go. We've seen the Cavaliers all season long off timeouts draw up plays that can stem momentum from the other side. Cavaliers going with Darius Garland, Sam Merrill, Max Strus, Donovan Mitchell, and Jared Allen. Indiana picks up with full court pressure. Mitchell into Strus, right back to Mitchell. Left side Merrill. Quick 3. No. Rebound Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell in traffic, works it back out. Boy, Sam had a wide open look. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint, spins, shoots, got it!
I like it. Donovan trying to keep us afloat, Tim.
Big bucket for Donovan Mitchell to make it 106-93. Here's Siakam. Lob on the left side to Mathurin. Mathurin against Garland, drive, scores. Mathurin's got 22. That's a playoff career high.
And Tim, he's that good. He's a scorer.
Again, the lead is 11 with 7:40 to go. Donovan Mitchell, another great night. Left wing, three, good! Donovan Mitchell rose up, buries a three. 109-95. Mitchell with 34. Siakam against Allen. Siakam had it knocked out of his hands. It goes out of bounds, and it went off Siakam.
Yes, it did, Tim. Good Cavalier aggressive defense.
Donovan Mitchell, after going 2 of 18 in the first 2 games of this series from downtown, tonight he's 5 of 11.
Every shot was needed too, Tim. Leadership by example.
What a playoff performance from Donovan Mitchell. Cavs aren't out of the woods. 109-95, 14-point lead, 7:10 to go. Mitchell on the dribble in the forecourt. Mitchell backs up to the half-court line. Cavaliers spread the floor. Mitchell against Toppin. Mitchell left to the lane, stops. Right side, Strus. Three, good! Max Strus off the feed from Donovan Mitchell. Strus hits the 3-ball. Strus with a 20-point game. Cavaliers with a 17-point lead. 112-95. Mitchell found Strus. Donovan Mitchell with the huge assist. Strus with the 3. And the crowd is again quiet. 112-95, 6:57 to go. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives. From the appliances and homes to aircraft carriers defending our freedom, their steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is setting a new standard for what it means to be a steel company by producing the highest quality product and championing the best practices for the industry, the environment, and for their people. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
Brian Adams, Roll with the Punches Tour 2025. A night full of hits. Live at Rocket Arena, Saturday, November 1st. With special guest Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Cavs by 17, 112-95, 6:57 to go at Gamebridge. Right now we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
An iHeartRadio station, your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
MMS.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint, spins, shoots, got it!
I like it. Donovan trying to keep us afloat, Tim.
Big bucket for Donovan Mitchell to make it 106-93. Cavs up 112-95, looking to close it out. Serena, you were just in the huddle. What can you tell us?
Tim, let me tell you, these are some of the most vocal huddles I have ever been in, 1 through 5. These guys are talking about everything before Kenny comes over. One of those guys, always Max Strus, and Max told me this morning, look, it is us against the world. That's when we are at our best, and I can tell you from the competition in that huddle, he's ready to play.
112-95. Great stuff from Serena. They find Turner down low. Strus fouled him. And Miles Turner will head to the free throw line.
Great block.
He had a great start. He had 12 points in the first half. But he's sitting on 14. Now, he did leave the game for a while. They had to retape his ankle. And now Miles Turner going back to the free throw line.
And Tim, Miles got his shot blocked by Strus. All of that works. All of that works on a player's psyche. Don't give them anything easy.
Miles Turner, for a big guy, is a good free throw shooter, 77% during the regular season. And he's worked it up to 84% in the playoffs as he hits that first one.
And he's an exceptional jump shooter, to say the least.
Can knock down 3 balls. Well, hey, I jinxed him. I'll talk about that more as the night moves along in the series. 112-96 as Turner missed the second. 6:40 to go. Garland falls down at the half-court line. Garland got tied up. Jump ball. As
Tim, it looked like his foot gave way. He took one stride across half-court and fell like the line tripped him.
And Jim, you wonder if he's favoring that foot.
He is favoring that foot, Tim. He's trying to be courageous and hang in there. But he tried to push off just as he came across that half-court.
Now, if the Cavaliers can hold on here tonight, cut it to 2-1. Keep in mind, only one day between now and Sunday. Whereas DG, Evan, and DeAndre had 2 days between games 2 and 3. Tip, knocked around, ball loose on the floor, grabbed by Indiana as Turner went down to get it at the half-court line. Here's Obi Toppin driving on Mobley. Drives. Mobley got a piece of it and then saved it into Mitchell. Here comes Donovan into the forecourt. Mitchell, another great night with 34. Mitchell on the dribble against Nembhard. Mitchell looking for a screen. Nembhard sticks right with him. Mitchell now splits a double team into the lane. Put it up. Bounced it out. But he got fouled. And boy, a repeat of Tuesday night. Donovan ends up on the floor after taking a body blow.
And Tim, they're holding. Nembhard is grabbing Mitchell by the wrist. He pushed him off on the wrist twice. A lot of hands-on defense. So you've got to protect the ball. When in doubt, attack, drive. You play right into the hands of the defense if all you're doing is setting up offense and playing perimeter.
Mitchell's first free throw is perfect. Donovan with 35.
You got to go past him a couple of times like Donovan's done. They've pressured him. He takes him right off the dribble.
Mitchell is 1 rebound away from joining Mobley and Allen with double-doubles. Donovan has 35 points, 9 rebounds. Oh, by the way, 5 assists. Sam Merrill checks in for the Cavaliers. DG will sit down. Merrill is checked in with 3 points in the ball game. Donovan Mitchell, good on the second. 36 for Mitchell. He is elite. Haliburton, right wing, Mathurin, 3-ball. In and out, rebound Allen. Allen on the quick pitch to Donovan Mitchell. Under 6 to go. Cavaliers by 18. Mitchell against Nembhard. Mitchell looking for a screen. Merrill sets it. Mitchell running the lane. Put it up, no. Tip, Allen, no. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Cavaliers.
Josh Tiven looked at Mark Davis. Mark Davis said Cavalier basketball.
And a good fight by Jared Allen, Tim. He was focused on getting that second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound.
Mitchell running the basket to inbound. Right side to Allen. Hands it right back to Donovan. 3. In and out. Rebound grab by Neesmith ahead to Nembhard. Nembhard on the fly. Nembhard battles off Mitchell. And then Mitchell knocked it off Nembhard out of bounds.
Off of his leg, Tim.
What an astute play by Donovan Mitchell. And Mark Davis, we mentioned that fuse has gotten really short. He now gets Nembhard with a technical foul. Mark Davis, our crew chief, he'll let you chirp for a while, but Indiana has never stopped. And so Mark Davis has made that T sign several times to the scorer's table as Donovan Mitchell connects on the free throw.
Tim, they call it frustration. He had a layup, and Donovan deflected it off of him. That's not giving up on plays.
Cavs by 19. Strus into Merrill, right back to Max. Strus ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint. Mitchell scooped, scored, and he got fouled. Oh, my goodness. Donovan Mitchell.
Wow.
Took the shot. I mean, that was like a hockey check as Donovan Mitchell took the blow from Miles Turner. And Mark Davis has just called another tee.
Because they're frustrated, Tim. They're not playing the way that they used to play in the first two games. And Donovan has hurt any hope. He's taken hope away.
Another tee as Mitchell misses the free throw. Now that was...
Take a deep breath.
That was the technical free throw. So now Donovan back at the line as he'll try to connect on the three-point play.
Take a deep breath.
Donovan is 1 point shy of another 40-point game. Just amazing. He had 48 in game 2. Looking to make it 40 tonight. Second free throw. Good. How about that? Donovan Mitchell with back-to-back 40-plus games. 118-96. Cavs by 22. And at the other end, Mitchell knocked it free. It's grabbed by Merrill off to Mobley. Mobley to the forecourt. Mobley looking. Foul line to Merrill. Gave it to Mitchell. Mitchell drives. Fouled as he went to the bucket.
No hesitation either, Tim. It's closing time. And he's not going to mess around with it out front. He's going straight line to the rim.
Donovan Mitchell, for the second straight game, has expended every bit of energy he's got. But a 40-point night for Donovan. 14 of 28 from the field. He has been simply sensational. 5 of 12 beyond the arc. Mitchell, basket in front of the Cavalier bench. He dips. He hits the first.
Now, Tim, look who they put in the game. They put Johnson in the game, a player who never plays.
Because I think Rick Carlisle has run up the white flag.
But also he's sending a message. This is the guy that keeps the locker room calm. He's a 4-time, 4-belt, black belt. Everybody in the league knows it. And let's see how he plays.
Mitchell rolls that second one in. 42 for Donovan. 90 points in the last 2 games for Donovan Mitchell.
See that hit on Strus? He hit him again.
And we've got an offensive foul, and it's called on Johnson, who had just checked in.
You see what I'm talking about? He hasn't played in months. Now all of a sudden you put him out there, to beat on guys, to hurt guys? That's how desperate Carlisle is to win this game. He knows the importance of it.
Cavs by 24 as they match their biggest lead of the ball game. 4:45 to go. Mitchell out front against Nembhard. Mitchell right of the circle. Dumps it down low. Allen hooks, missed. Mobley tips. No, but he got fouled. Evan Mobley heading to the free throw line.
Jared Allen got hit by Johnson. Then Johnson rotates over and tries to hit Mobley. I mean, this isn't sending a message. It's just a guy who hasn't played in months. Now all of a sudden you put him out there to beat on guys.
Evan Mobley. Free throw. Good.
And they're watching him. Trust me, they know.
17 for Evan Mobley. Mobley's playoff high this year is 20. He's done it twice.
What did they take from him, Tim? They took something out of Johnson's hand.
Brass knuckle.
A wedding ring or something. Wow.
Sorry. Second free.
No, you're not.
Mobley hit them both. 122-96, 4.5 to go. Nimhart, right of the lane, into the lane, bounced to Johnson. He missed the dunk, but a foul will be called. You know what? The Cavs are sitting on 122. How about starting the weekend with a free large fry from McDonald's? Yes, the Cavs with 120 or more. So all fans receive a free large fry with no purchase necessary. Now download the McDonald's app to receive this special offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it. As James Johnson hits that first free throw.
When he was younger, Tim, he was a pretty good player. But he serves the same role as Haslam used to serve with Miami. Every team seems to have one guy like that.
Third year with Indiana. 15-year pro.
On the edge.
He missed that second free throw. 122-97. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell at the half-court line. Right side to Strus. Tosses it right back to Donovan Mitchell. And Rick Carlisle's clearing the bench. Mitchell, left wing, rainbows a shot, missed it. Rebound grab by Johnson on the handoff to Mathurin. Mathurin right down the lane, had it knocked out of his hands, whistle and a foul. But with 4:01 to go, there will be no comeback from Indiana tonight. Cavaliers with a 25-point lead. Folks have started heading to the exits. Well, keep in mind, Indiana still has home court advantage, even with the Cavaliers on their way to a win tonight. Indiana, by winning 2 in Cleveland, has home court advantage with Game 4 on tap Sunday. We mentioned earlier, that's an 8 o'clock tip. So that'll be a later start on Sunday as Mathurin missed that first free throw.
I'm watching Johnson over there with Mobley, Tim. He's leaning on him already even before the ball comes in. Look at him. Look at him. He just literally pushed him all the way under the basket.
Johnson drafted by Chicago back in 2009.
Should have played with the Bears.
122-98.
Now he's on Garland.
Garland in the center circle. Hands it to Donovan Mitchell. Under 4 to go. Cavs up 122-98. Mitchell. Right of the lane. Mitchell fouled as again he got knocked down.
And Tim, all of these fouls in the last 2 minutes could border on flagrant fouls. You know, there's a difference between physicality and being tough and flagrant fouls. Guys are in the air, they don't have their balance, and you're just hacking them. They're just trying to send a message, Tim.
By the way, if you're not aware, Cavaliers looking to become the 6th team to drop the first 2 games at home in a best-of-7 series to come back and then win the series. Of course, the Boston Celtics are now trying to accomplish that same feat as Mitchell hits the first. But only 5 times in NBA history. But the Cavaliers certainly, Jim, making a huge statement here tonight.
It was a game they had to have, Tim. And believe it or not, it was a game that the Pacers had to have, too. They go up 3-0, Tim. I don't think too many teams are good enough to beat them 4 straight. We had to get this one. They had to get this one. Carlisle knows how important this game was.
Donovan short on the second. He's got 43 points in the ball game. Cavs up 123-98 at the other end. We got a big-time dunk from Thomas Bryant. His first 2 points in the ball game. Mitchell in the backcourt. I don't think Kenny Atkinson will be comfortable until there are nothing but zeros up on that clock.
That's right. You should.
123 to 100. Here's Mitchell. Left of the lane, into the lane, right side Wade. 3-ball Dean off the back of the rim. Rebound Allen. Lobbed it out front, but Okoro wasn't looking for it. It goes all the way to the backcourt, and that'll be a turnover. But Donovan Mitchell's heading to the bench. He untouched the jersey. His night is done. Cavaliers by 23 with 3:09 to go. Craig Porter Jr., Javonte Green also checking in for the Cavs. By the way, we mentioned Game 4 on Sunday. This now guarantees a Game 5. There will be another game at Rocket Arena. Game 5 will be Tuesday night at Rocket Arena. They have not yet announced a start time, but this guarantees Game 5 Tuesday in Cleveland. Right now, full focus will be on Sunday at 8 o'clock here at Gamebridge. Shepard back in the game for Indiana as Rick Carlisle has cleared the bench. There's a steal by Okoro. Drives, no, but Ice got fouled by Johnny Furphy.
And that's what Okoro does. You know, he plays those passing lanes about as good as anyone in the game. But what a game by the Cavaliers, Tim. They came out ready to play, caught the Pacers on their heels. When the Pacers started to make a comeback, what did? They went into a zone. A 1-2-2 or a 3-2, call it what you want. Pacers couldn't figure it out. They scored 13 points in that second quarter.
As Isaac Okoro seeing his first action tonight, hits that first free throw. The Cavaliers in a must-win scenario tonight. 157 teams have fallen behind 3-0 in a best-of-7 series, and not one has ever come back to win it. And the Cavs certainly knew that number. As Okoro missed the second, here's Johnson into the lane. He'll drive and score. Makes it 124 to 102 with 2:38 to go. Craig Porter Jr. in the game for the Cavs. Porter out front to Dean Wade. Tosses it right back to Porter. Porter, right wing to Javonte Green. He'll give it to Ty Jerome. In the middle to Porter. Shot clock at 7. Porter into the paint. Porter fakes the fadeaway. Got it down low to Green. Up. Blocked from behind. And the ball saved in by Indiana. Johnson has it. Lobs it down the floor to Jarris Walker. As Walker got fouled going to the basket.
The Cavaliers resurrected themselves, Tim.
They sure have. And the whole dynamic of this series, even with Indiana still leading 2-1, now shifts. Because, Jim, you made a great point. Pressure is now on the Pacers.
Yes, Tim, it was on them this game, but not like it is now. You're exactly right. Think about it. You win this game at home, your first game at home, you're up 3-0. I don't think anybody's good enough to beat them 4 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? This was a game they needed. The pressure was on them to produce, and they couldn't.
At the other end, Okoro drives high off the glass. Missed the shot. Rebound grabbed by Jarris Walker. Feeds left side to Johnson. Got it out front to Shepard. Lobs it down low, and the easy shot is missed. And here come the Cavs. Under 2 minutes to go. I want to let you know you need to download the Cavs app to play Cavs Pick'em for a chance to win a pair of Cavs United memberships with over $150 in prizes given away every game. Download the Cavs app and play Cavs Pick'em. Cavaliers with a missed shot, but Furphy right corner 3-ball is off the mark for Indiana.
What about the Cavs rebounding tonight, Tim? The way they rebounded the ball.
53-35. Cavaliers. Now it's 53-36 as shot out front missed by Porter. But absolute domination on the boards. Here's Walker driving, and he got fouled by Isaac Okoro.
And all of a sudden they're blowing the whistle. Wow.
With a 21-point lead and 1:09 to go, Cavaliers will start looking ahead to Sunday. Obviously, each coach will go back to the film, as they always say. We're going to look at the film. We're going to look at the video and formulate game plans for Game 4.
And Tim, You had mentioned to me, even before my commentary to start the game, that Atkinson said he figured some things out. They did. They instituted the zone, but they also instituted a tougher man-to-man out front. And then they put helpers in the paint to help against dribble penetration. It was very obvious what the Cavs did.
Second free throw was missed by Walker. Under a minute to go as the Cavaliers are going to come out of here with a victory. As they're up by 20. Porter comes down the lane, drove, scored. Greg Porter Jr. It's at 126 to 104. Cavaliers with 126 tonight. That's their playoff high this year. As long ball out front missed by Walker. Porter grabs it ahead to Okoro. Okoro got bumped, no foul called. Okoro gave it to Jerome. He couldn't connect on the three. Here comes Indiana to the other end. Murphy, Providence College Friar, gave it off to Walker. Walker bobbled it, got it back, hooked it, missed it. Rebound Green, and the Cavaliers are going to run out the clock. That will be the final shot of the night. But the Cavaliers took two shots at home and delivered one back this evening in Indiana. 2-1 buzzer. Cavs win. Cavaliers win 126 to 104. And the Cavaliers are now back in this series. Pacers still lead it 2-1. But the Cavaliers, with their backs to the wall, with some incredible intensity and urgency tonight, jumped on Indiana early. Pacers came